I
Okay.
figure might need it for later.
Search skill, cool. Always nice.
I want to take my third attack.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be
Third
good.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is quick draw something I can learn on the fly?
Yeah, you can buy it immediately.
Okay. Quick draw.
Yeah, the other thing I was thinking of taking was strike to injure, but I don't think it's necessary at this point, right?
Strike to injure is very nice, but you know, on combat heavy like characters,
Yeah.
because it essentially improves your chance to crit,
Oh,
like
okay.
to crit really hard, because it you roll like 1 point higher on the crit table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking of it as the skill to be able to knock people unconscious. But
Nah.
it's actually to maim them even further. Good.
No. Jason, you here?
Yes, do you hear me okay?
Yes, excellent.
Alright.
Okay, guys. Andy, what have you bought?
Yeah, I'm buying a repulsive to trolls and
Yeah, taste
no.
bad to trolls.
yeah,
Hatred for trolls, yeah.
I'm taking a wound.
You're taking a wound. All right. What about you, Jay?
I do not have. Jeez. I guess I'll take a. I think I can take a point to toughness. Yeah, I'll take a point to toughness.
Okay. Nice. Who's making notes today?
I think it's my third day today.
Right. So, to paraphrase a very famous fantasy character, they have a troll. Right. Let's begin, guys. You're in a bit of a mess. I'm not gonna lie. You're in the middle of a swamp. It's night. You don't know how many hours you have to dawn. Some of you are sick. Some of you are wounded. And there's a troll coming your way. You can see him in the gloom. The huge, massive shape of a horrible monster. Covered in disgusting scale. Pieces of seaweed, dead fish. The stench that it... what's the word?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it also. I know what you mean. I
Yeah,
can't
that
think of
it
it either.
emanates. Yeah, the stench emanating from it is simply atrocious. It is a horrible thing to behold. It's still some distance away from you, but you see to your dismay that it essentially, is covering this distance very, very quickly. It doesn't really care for the muck that it wallows in. It doesn't care for the swamp water or any obstacles that can be found under the surface, like the branches or the leeches or whatever else. It's coming your way. Of course, Jakku is... It's the troll! Yes, it's the troll! I told you guys that we're going to meet him! He's most excellent dude! Come on, let's give him all like a good handshake. Come on! And you see that he's trying to grab the paddles to, swim towards the troll.
And we need him to get where we're going, right?
Yeah.
Well, we need him to row right now. Yeah, because that was my thought too. It was like, hey, here you go, buddy, go meet the troll. But yeah, we need him to row.
The troll is like... something like this. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a bout, by the way. Sorry if anyone was offended.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do we have any like meat to throw at him or anything?
You have salted rations. Common knowledge empire, everyone. Sally minus 10%. By the way, guys, remember about your... Oh, sorry, my tea is ready. Sorry.
Dirt.
I think this one is common knowledge empire. Okay, yeah. that's the problem with minimizing the window.
It's just intelligence, right?
Yes. I have no idea what to do with trolls.
I
Jason's
remember
the only one
back
that-
in the
yeah.
day. Back on the farm. So what did my dad used to tell me about trolls back on the farm?
Michael?
Uh-oh.
So right now I'm getting all my armor on.
Yeah,
And
well,
we're
it's,
slowly rolling away.
yeah. Well,
Alright,
so
excuse me, I'm back. I had to make myself a cup of coffee because I'm addicted.
yeah, that's okay. I fully understand that.
Yes. Oh man,
I'm doing that on
I
the
had
break.
5 this morning, so.
I had
Yeah,
two
we-
already.
We rode away while you were getting coffee.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, Brian rode a double. I'm impressed. What about your luck points, my man?
I mean, it's a knowledge test. So I'm just picking my nose, I guess.
No, not exactly. Basically, as you were staring in horror at the troll, Jekyll was, gesticulating so hard that he smacked you in the head. You fell down. You've hit your head. You're out.
No.
Of course you are. And let me tell you for how many rounds. Oh, look, it's a 10. You're out for 10 rounds. You are...
Have fun, guys.
Yeah, it's like...
This isn't necessarily a bad thing. This way, when we all die, you can wash your hands of any blame. Hey, I was unconscious. You guys screwed it up.
Well, it is very much like Sally to just pass out in a fight.
Vincent, you remember...
So what you're saying is our party came up a little short.
Hey.
Wah, 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 wah. Vincent, you remember some kind of folktale about trolls eating literally everything. And that if a troll sees something alive, something that he's able to eat, he will eat it. That means bribing this thing with your salted meat and fish is almost as effectual as like dousing the flames with oil.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, you guys still have a few rounds before this thing reaches you. Let's see how many rounds. Let's make it 6.
All right.
Bro.
Initiative order. Let's go. Let's go from left to right. Brian, you are out. Lucas, what about you?
Mhm.
Your declarations.
I'm sorry, my kid's screaming in
No
the
worries,
background.
no worries.
I missed. What's going on?
You have 6 rounds till this thing gets you. So,
Okay.
First round. It's your turn.
Can we get the boat going in the opposite? Or do I think that if we started rowing, we could outpace the troll?
You have the skill rowing, right?
Do I? I don't think I do.
I think Jekyll is the only one
Jekyll.
who does now. That
Yeah.
Okay, so roll.
And he's working against us right now.
So roll for half of your intelligence, Andy.
Half of my intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you had roll,
Yeah, no, I failed
No.
because I didn't even make my regular intelligence.
you're not sure. You're almost certain that you won't be able to outpace it, mainly because Jekyll is desperately trying to swim, like to steer the boat towards this thing.
Okay. In that case,
Oh yeah, I have to check one thing.
I guess my natural instinct would be to draw my weapons at least and have those ready.
All right.
For now, I kind of want to see what everybody else is doing though, because I'm, have a troll approaching me. That kind of makes you think a little slowly sometimes.
All right. Nice. You did just that. Vincent, what about you?
Do we have any idea how deep it is?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna. If there's a. Do we have any kind of post or pole? I just want to get
Yeah.
a quick depth. I just want to check the depth of where we're at.
By the way, sorry, Lucas. Remember that you have minus 10% to all tests.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've forgotten.
Lucas
And also remove 1 wound from your character sheet.
Good thing I bought that wound then.
Yeah, because you can feel that your leg is swollen and it hurts really, really bad. Of course, the wound in your leg made by the leech.
Aren't we? Are everybody that started with 1 wound or ended with 1 wound? Do we still have just 1 wound?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Sally, you also have. It's almost at an end, but you still have the case of the bloody sheets.
Yeah.
Diarrhea. Yeah. Other than
So
that,
that's minus 10 to everything, right?
yeah. By the way, other than that, Vincent, you also feel really bad.
Yeah.
Remember, cold, and you're aching, on your whole body.
And I'm assuming I also have a minus 10.
I'm going to tell you how much,
how
how many minuses
was
do you
minus-
actually have.
Yeah.
Go on, Sean.
Oh, I was just saying that what I remember from the notes from last time is he had -5, and Sally had -10. And
Okay.
Gennaro, I think, had everything halved,
Yeah, Gennaro is,
but he's tied up. Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't think Lucas had any effects yet, but but that was before he got bit by the.
Yeah, speaking of which, Gennaro's tied up, so if he gets tossed overboard, he definitely can't. He can't even swim, much less defend himself.
If he'll be tossed overboard, he dies. Without any
yeah.
rolls, without anything, just the end. Vincent, your time to shine and tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab either an oar or a pole and just get a depth. See how deep the water is.
All right. Remember one thing. It's really chaotic. Basically, everyone is screaming, shuffling. Jekyll is swinging like crazy with his hands, very, very excited. He's almost he's almost like a little child, who saw his favorite childhood hero. Sally has been knocked out. He's laying sprawled on the deck. Gennaro is rocking slightly in the boat, moaning. You are feeling extremely bad, really bad. Wait, the troll is coming towards you, and you have been woken up from a fever-induced dream, which means that if you want to see anything, spot anything, or grab anything, first you need to make me a perception roll.
Well, how about I just look at the troll and just try to gauge how deep the water is compared to...
Remember, you don't
him
even have
wading
to
through.
roll for that. Remember that, first of all, you don't know how big is the troll underwater. I mean,
Okay.
I know it sounds funny, but to your mind, you don't know how long this thing is beyond the surface. Second of all, and you also don't have to roll for that, remember that the bottom of the swamp is not the same height in every single place. Right?
Alright.
So this thing might actually be in a more shallow part, while you might be in a deeper part of the swamp. Well, on the deeper part. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I'll be gearing up, pretty much. Armoring up.
All right, very well. And finally, we have Leopold.
Okay, so Leopold is going to grab for his repeater crossbow
Okay.
and shout to Jekyll, "He wants to play hide and seek. Let's hide."
Okay. I'm going to roll for Jekyll. If I will fail his intelligence roll, no. If I'll pass his intelligence roll, no. Wait a second. You're trying to make him do something. Do you have the skill? Oh my God! What's in English?
Bluff, right?
No.
What would it be?
It's basically coercion. You want to make him to do something. You want to make him believe
Intimidate?
that. No. It's a very similar skill. Charm.
Coercion is right.
No, it's not charm.
Coercion. It must be an advanced skill, which I do not have.
No,
No,
it's
I
not.
think
It's not.
I think there's something. Yeah, it's a
I'm
normal
going
skill.
to check on the character sheet. It's not charm, not gamble, gossip, no, intimidate, no. Wow, that's weird. Okay, let's try and charm him. Okay?
Okay.
I think it actually maybe. Yeah, it is charm. It's charm. I'm
Okay.
That's
sorry.
crazy. Did we just find a hole in the rules?
No.
Like, there's a test that needs to be taken.
Because it's
Okay,
a
well-
Polish version, and I know what it's called, but here it's charm. It's a counter test, Sean.
Okay, well, of course I don't have the charm skill, so that's going to be my fellowship by half. So
Yes.
a 21 I'm rolling against.
Yes.
Hey,
Damn!
Whoa. Okay. Now I'm going to roll for.
He doesn't miss a beat.
He also doesn't have charm, I believe. No. And his fellowship is for shit. No. He's like, alright! And you see that his, he shouts something, let's play!
Mhm.
And then begins to slowly working the, the paddles so that so that the boat will be able to get away from the troll. That said, someone is needed at the behind the steer, at the steer.
I think that was originally.
That was Lucas's job.
Yeah,
but
I will quickly jump and to the steering mechanism.
Right, very well. So you're doing just that. Also, just very quickly, I need to check something.
Before next round, can we get a kind of a reminder of who's in what boat?
I think it's me and the crazy dude, and then everybody else.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so you and the crazy dude are in the front boat. Everybody else is in the back boat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, the troll is not so slowly making her way towards you. It bellows, with this low, horrible voice. Something like that. And it swings its club over its head in a clear gesture of, of violence. Right, Sally, you're still you're not unconscious. It's just that your ears are ringing. You have blurry vision. You are only slightly aware of the fact that you've shut your pants one more time, and it's not looking good. That said, Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
what are your declarations?
So we still have. I mean, he's still a distance away, but coming
Yes.
towards us.
Yes.
Is there any land nearby?
You don't see it. There's this kind of foggy gloom in the air, which
Okay.
really prevents you from seeing anything too clearly, despite you having your lanterns.
Well, and
lit.
that leads to my next question, and this is probably a common knowledge type test.
Yes.
Do I know about trolls and fire?
You would need to roll for the common knowledge empire without any minus modifiers because you're from Talabek land.
Okay.
So roll.
I'm going to use a luck on that.
Cool. Yes,
There you
you do know that that trolls are that their weakness is fire.
Okay, cool. If there's anything I can grab that I could light on fire from one of the lanterns, I'm going to do that.
You're on the first boat or the second boat? The first boat, I presume.
The first boat.
All right.
Yeah.
The lantern is on the front of the boat, on a long metal pole. It's also completely enclosed.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say.
yes.
It would
Yes,
probably be easier for you to try and detach the lantern and throw it.
Okay, I'm going to detach the lantern. I'm not going to throw it yet.
All right. So you are making your way
Nice.
past Jekyll. I presume
good
that you've
point.
just, put your
Scratch
weapons
that.
away. No.
Yeah, scratch
All
that.
right.
I'm not trying to make it past Jekyll.
All right.
that's a bad. That's just a bad.
Oh, so by the way,
idea.
sorry, Sally, you were knocked out by one of the guys if you were in the second boat.
Okay.
You don't know whom. It was dark and you didn't.
I think it was Vincent.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm just laying on my back right now.
Yes.
I reached back to grab something and just
Lucas.
blocked.
What I'm going to instead do, instead of trying to make it, because I make it past Jekyll, is I'm going to shout back to the second boat that if he gets close enough, we should throw our lanterns at the troll to set it on fire.
Everyone rolls for intelligence, free action. You don't have to worry about botches. Actually, you do, but not too much. Brian, you didn't have to roll. Also, Andy, you roll as well.
Oh, okay. What am I rolling then?
Intelligence. Oh, your plan is excellent. Your plan is bulletproof. However, Leopold,
Yep.
you know one thing. Even if you manage to throw the lantern in a way that it will, envelop the troll in the flames, he is kind of in the middle of a swamp. He will just have to, submerge itself.
Huh.
Yeah.
We just gotta. Okay, well, it's not my turn.
But Lucas is. Well, I mean, his plan is very good, and I'm not even joking. It's very good, but unless the creature is incredibly stupid, or lacks any sort of self-preservation, it simply won't work because it will submerge itself for a couple of seconds, and then emerge pissed off. Just so you know. At least that's what you think, of course. And now it's Vincent's turn.
Alright, so the troll is now 5 turns away. How long will it take to kind of get all
Less than
geared up in armor?
In your armor, how long it will take? A couple of minutes.
Okay, so how many turns roughly?
A couple of minutes would be like 120 if we're doing 6-second rounds.
The rounds take 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay.
Oh my god. It's hard to tell, Vincent, especially in your condition in the dark and on a trashing boat. It will take 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes.
Alright, so now, does anybody else have a ranged weapon? Did Gennaro have a crossbow? I'm trying to remember if we had a
Gennaro
crossbow.
lost every single thing he had except for the buckler that was strapped to his arm.
Yeah.
Leopold had a crossbow at some point. I don't know if he sold it.
Do you have a regular crossbow, or do you just
I
have
have a repeater.
Okay,
and
that's it.
And I am now holding it. I am currently holding it.
Yes, and he's not sharing.
Alright. I am going to then, I guess, try to... actually... So, did we get the message from Lucas about the fire?
Yeah,
yes,
you think it's a brilliant plan.
Okay, and am I aware that Sally still had a dwarven flashbang?
Yeah.
Alright,
Although Sally, you don't know where his pack is in the boat.
Alright.
Among all the other things.
With all the ruckus, I want to, I guess, at least have my shield and sword ready to go, and then if I have more time, I want to continue trying to gear up.
You grab Masamune, you grab your shield, and you prepare yourself. Leopold, what about you?
I shoot him.
You shoot the troll.
Yes.
Very well. Let me see the rules for repeater crossbow. Actually, lately I've been reading them. Not because that you had the weapon, but because...
Hey, Sean, shake the dice off real quick. Let make a couple of rolls to get through these 90s and 100.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
These dice are terrible.
You want me to roll the roller test rolls?
If you want, yeah. I was just being superstitious, but yeah.
Well, my rolls have been good. My rolls have been good.
True. Look at that.
I rolled a 6 and a 23, so.
Yeah, they were good until we had this conversation, and now it's jinxed.
I didn't bring it up.
Okay, so you can essentially fire as many bolts as you have attacks.
Oh, okay. I believe I have 2 attacks.
Very well.
Let me just double check that real quick.
There will be a
looking at-
slight minus modifier to your hits because it's dark, and
Yes.
and you are still groggy from from being roused. Remember that only a few seconds passed since you were awakened by the tumult. That said, yes.
What about the large object? Shooting at a large object.
Yes, it's also of course taken into account by me. Don't worry. That's why you should roll, Sean.
Okay, first shot. Blinks. Oh, wait.
I don't see anything.
You attempted to... Wait. Yeah, okay. It says you attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of a selected token, but no tokens are selected. I have no idea what that means.
It's a bad sign.
I will just roll against my ballistic skill then. I was using the repeater crossbow weapon.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, it's probably not been programmed in.
First shot went wide. Pew!
Yeah.
Second
Second shot. Zoinks.
69.
69.
Lewd. No, it also went wide. It's like you hear Leopold's repeater crossbow, ping, ping, shooting twice at the beast, but it missed. Unfortunately, well, Leopold missed. The troll didn't even, notice that. You've lost 2 rounds. Remember, you have 10 belts in a clip.
Yes, and that's all I have.
Oh,
So.
nice.
So now I have 8.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sally, you're still like, what's happening? Something like that.
I'm like on my back right now.
What? Yeah, let's say that you're on your back.
Could I be like lost in trying to find like Ronald's constellation or something? Like
Yeah, you see a lot of stars.
just preoccupied.
You see a lot of stars before your eyes. They're all dancing. Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
the troll is getting closer.
If I let go of the steering thing,
Yes.
are we gonna keep going in the same direction, or?
Well, by the way, Jekyll is actually rowing away from the swing.
Right.
And you are, as I presume, holding the steer.
Yes.
Up here.
All right. So that means, first of all, that your weapons are right next to you.
Right.
If you're going to lose the steer, that means that the boat might, start going in a completely different direction. You've learned a bit about steering a boat during this, 2 days in the swamp. There's a danger that that it might go in a different direction.
In that case, I am just going to keep steering.
All right. Good news. Jekyll is rowing really, really fast, and with your steering, you are making, you're making quite a distance between yourselves and the troll, but you're not out of the woods yet. Now we have Vincent.
I guess I'm still in the same boat. I guess you could say. I'm going to continue to ready myself.
Yeah,
trying to get my leather gabardine and.
You are holding your sword and your shield, so that means that you can't do anything else with your hands. You saw Leopold losing 2 bolts towards the beast, but they've missed. Other than that, you can't do much else. Leopold, what about you?
Shoot again.
Alright, this time it's a slightly bigger minus modifier, but only slightly, because you are, like I've said, losing distance between you and this thing. That's actually good news for you. Try and shoot. Nice. You've hit it in the arm. Let's see. The repeater crossbow has a strength of 2. Unfortunately.
Okay. So I need to open up the dice roller and add 2 to it, huh?
D10 plus 2.
Yeah.
Roll a 10.
Good idea.
Let's try. Sigmar's Fury.
Nice! Roll ballistic
Nice.
skill, basic ballistic skill.
I am scrolling. Go again.
No.
Nope.
That means 12. Fire second bolt. Already. Let's just, make the whole roll.
Okay.
The second roll, the first shot struck this thing in the arm. Those who looked towards the troll saw that the beast suddenly, suddenly jerked to the side, roared with pain and agony, and grabbed one of its arms, bellowing. Essentially, what that meant was that Leopold has a really good aim, even in the complete darkness of the night. That was enough for the troll to stop following you. You're not sure if it was because of the pain, or maybe the troll, simply didn't want
Knows
to.
we have to go back that way.
Yeah, didn't want to risk more bolts in his body. But you're in the clear. Jekyll fortunately didn't saw what happened to the troll. He was too busy, giggling like crazy and rowing. And so after a couple more hours, right before the dawn partially breaks the gloom of the swamp, you've stopped near a small island covered in like this strange black grass that's growing there in clumps. You're all pretty exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa! I think we've won! The troll didn't found us! What a guy!
You're the best, Jekyll.
I know, man. Thank you. You're the best as well. And he's like, he wants to bro fist you.
Okay, bro fist.
Knuckle strike, he calls it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the most epic knuckle strike in the history of the Empire. Yeah, Sally, of course, along the way, you've recovered your wits, although your head hurts a lot. You have this, big lump on one side of your skull, which is throbbing with pain. Gennaro is still, tired, and he's moaning quietly. I don't remember. Did you gag him as well?
No, we hadn't.
No, wait, but we need to.
He essentially begins doing something like that.
I'm gonna sit right next to him, patting his shoulder. You know what I mean? So he knows.
We need to gag him, dude. We can't be having to bring in every troll in the swamp now.
Do it.
I'm not going to stop until you gag him.
Do we have to roll to gag him? Leopold will do it. Leopold gets the dirtiest rag he can find and
All right.
ties it around.
I'll try to calm him down while somebody else gags him.
Alright, Leopold, so you gag him with a piece of cloth. You've gagged him. You see that his mouth is covered with boils.
Mm.
White boils filled with some kind of stinking, disgusting fluid. Some of them burst, and you can smell the stench.
Okay, Leopold makes the sign of the hammer.
It's abominable, essentially. The stench is simply horrible. It's worse than the river of feces flowing from Sally. Oh, by the way, he's also thirsty. Very thirsty. Remember that...
Yeah, we gotta keep giving him water is the thing.
Yeah?
You can give him water through cloth.
He'll probably die.
Yeah.
You can see that in the weak light of dawn, you can see that he's sweating profusely. his lips are dry. They are simply bloody dry, and there are these horrible boils around his lips.
I think Lucas is going to make a comment for everybody to hear, as much as, and he's going to preface it with, "Sally, I know this is hard to hear."
Sorry, one more thing. Sorry, the liquid is not white. It's actually this, unhealthy yellow, if you know what I mean.
So yeah, Lucas says, "Sally, I know this is hard to hear, but back where I'm from, when something is in this much pain and misery, you got to do the right thing and put him out."
He's not an animal.
I didn't say it was limited to animals. And on top of that, as a person, that means he's in more pain and in more mental anguish than any animal would ever be in this situation. It's something we got to consider if it gets any worse.
I'm gonna walk a little closer, and I say, if we need to find a spot, and you want to drop me off with him, then we can do that too. But we're not doing what you're talking about.
Can you repeat it, Brian? Because there was some kind of interference.
I said if you want to find a spot and drop me and Gennaro off, and they continue on, like, I need to be with him. I'm not going to leave him. I'm not going to do that to him.
Well,
Jack.
Yeah.
Overhearing this, I want to ask Jekyll, how far are we from our destination?
Oh, wait, you know what? We're actually pretty close, my man. I think today we should reach our destination. Oh, yeah.
So you know where we're at now?
Of course I know. Well, kinda. You see, out there's the nest of the fenworms. They're most excellent. Very friendly giant 20-foot snakes with poisonous fangs. You can't make that up. Eh? And he winks like, wink, wink, wink. I propose that we should give them a visit. See what they're up to, those little rascals.
Maybe another time.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be such a spoil sport.
We just don't have the time to be lingering in this swamp.
Yeah, good thing is that you see that Jekyll is no longer shitting himself.
That's good.
Apparently he's, kind of strong, let's be honest, constitution of a swamper took over. That said, by the way, what Lucas said, Leopold, you also know this as Sigmar's Mercy. Ending someone's life who's in a lot of pain and agony.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually...
Are we...
Yes?
Are we 100% certain that he is dying?
You don't know. You're not a doctor. You have no idea.
Yeah.
To your eyes, he is in a horrible shape. He essentially is, dry like a sand. He has strange stinking boils around his mouth. He is clearly delusional, or rather crazy. And
Gennaro has been dying since the haunted house.
That's a very broad way of looking at it. We've all been dying since we met up with each other.
We've been dying since the day we were born. This is the way.
So what you're saying, Sean, is that the hourglass might shatter before the last grain falls. Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to strike someone. Seriously, the troll is going to fucking kill you all.
Hey, I'm trying to help him get experience.
Yes, I'm always at the lowest in the experience. All right, I think. Well, here's the deal. Gennaro is not helping us at all at this point. If you can't leave him and you want to look for a space, we're on an island right now. You can stay here. We may find you when we come back. We may not. But
at least do us a favor and make a little bit more distance between us and the troll.
Oh, I thought we lost the troll for good, but
you hope so.
Jackal, is there a how big is the island we're going
Wait,
to?
wait! Why do you want to leave that man? And he points at Gennaro. Why he only has the case of scurvy madness.
Well, because we don't know how to heal him, and he's.
You don't know how to heal him? It's
No.
very easy. Well, you need to give him lots of fluids, like
Yes.
water, stuff like that. You also need to douse him in a rancid rum, yeah. And there's another very effective way. We need to find a frog and thrust it into his mouth. The frog will essentially suck out the poison from his body.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that
Will,
easy.
will that shut him up as well?
Well, no.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, yeah, frog in your mouth usually shuts you up. Well, at least that's where at least where I'm from. City man.
I'm kind of glaring at everybody.
Well, okay, so let's spend a minute then and find the frog to stick in his mouth.
Well, I think we can find one on this island here. Says Jack.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you wait here. I'm going to find the frog.
Do it.
He
Thank
jumps
you.
out of the boat, and after literally
I
2
wanna-
minutes,
I
he
want to go with
returns.
Jackal.
He returns with a frog. The frog is ribbit, 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 frogget, frogget. Yeah, something like that. It's a nice frog. A big frog. A big frog for you. Yeah.
I walked to the other end of the boat from everybody with my arms folded, like
All
clearly pissed off.
Sally is, he's essentially angsty right now.
Does he start putting on guy liner?
Yeah, he's brooding. He's listening to My Chemical Romance, stuff like that. Jakku presents you the frog. By the way, that thing before was Dark Knight Rises, pun with Bane. You're a big guy for you, right? No, fuck it. Sorry.
Over my head.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, I've only seen it once. I don't remember it too well.
It doesn't matter who we are, and stuff like this. Jakku presents you the frog. Right, here's the frog. Now, I actually never did that before, so maybe you want to do this? And he hands you the frog, Vincent. The frog looks at you with this kind of quizzical look, like, what the fuck?
I want to look indifferently back at the frog and ask Leopold to
The frog
remove
gives
the
you a bad eye.
gag and Lucas to hold down Gennaro.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Okay, I'll hold down Gennaro.
Okay, so
Okay,
you go to the
yeah.
boat where Gennaro is. Gennaro is still trashing like crazy. Jakku says, maybe before we do this trick with the frog, maybe someone should give him a bit of water. Just
Okay.
saying.
I'll walk over with some water.
All right. Sally turns to you with his, face all angry. Walks, gives some water to Gennaro, of course, after pulling out the stinking, disgusting rag that Leopold placed inside the young man's mouth. And Gennaro doesn't even have the strength to scream anymore, like to shout. He's like, he really looks like he's dying, by the way. It really looks like that. But he greedily gulps the water down. He's like, right. So after that, Leopold, Lucas, you're placing the frog.
No,
Vincent.
Vincent was.
Oh,
I'm holding him down.
all right. You're holding the young man down. Vincent, you have the frog.
You Leopold, as soon as I get this in there, put the gag back over him.
Let's see if he's loud with the frog in his mouth.
You know that if you put the gag when the frog is inside, the man will probably simply die.
Yeah,
Because
choke. Yeah.
You
Oh.
choke on the frog.
Does he need to swallow it, Jackal? Or
Nah. He needs to keep it in his mouth. So it can actually drain the poison. At least that's what I've been told as a young swamper.
How are you going to keep it in his mouth?
Hey, Jaquil, if you need a minute to think about that, then take it.
Think about what?
To make sure you're correct about this frog thing.
Well, I'm sure I'm correct. I've heard it from the wise woman of our community, you know.
All right. While they're talking, I'm going to look at Leopold and Lucas and shove the frog head first into his
roll
mouth.
For agility.
Oh,
Don't lose a finger.
Minus 5% because you're sick.
Oof.
Oh,
I'll
Okay.
do a luck.
All right, do a luck. You're trying to force the frog into his mouth, but he's not having it. He's like, few of the boils burst, and you know there's more of the stinking yellow fluid everywhere. It's on your clothes as well.
nice.
The stench is abominable. You know, combine that with the fact that the half of this boat has been covered in watered down shit by Sally. Yeah, it's like basically you're in the gutter, in the middle of a swamp. Are you trying again?
Round 2. Let's do this.
Go for it.
I was I was gonna say I could do it. Right, go ahead.
The things we do for friends.
Nice.
Hey!
You've placed the
There
frog
you
in
go.
his mouth. He's like, and you hear from the mouth, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. You look at the,
I'm just going to make sure he keeps it in and catch it if it jumps out.
Now he needs to keep the frog in for some time, says Jekyll.
How
All right,
long?
Sally, that's your job. Water and frog.
Ribbit, ribbit.
I just see these frog legs sticking out of Janelle's
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, you know the legs are moving lamely. Right, so that's done. Let's
Let's go
let's
to the
go
temple.
on, right?
Yep. Time is money.
So, Jack Cool, do you have any remedies for
The frog
our
escaped.
friend Sally here?
It jumped out of his mouth into the water. It's free.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, what?
The frog jumped out of his mouth.
Wait, like, wasn't I there holding it in his mouth?
You were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it didn't. Sorry, I thought that you. All right, so you are.
Yeah, we
holding-
assigned Sally to make
All
sure that
yeah,
he keeps the frog.
that's Sally's one job.
All right.
or
Sorry.
one of two
I-
jobs.
I didn't.
Water and frog.
Okay, I didn't cut that. All right, no worries. You are holding the frog inside. You can feel the frog, you know, squirming, trying to get away. Well, get out, really. Gennaro is also not having a very good time. You can see that he's essentially trying to spit this thing out, but he's too weak to do anything. You are, at this moment, you are stronger than your ox of a friend.
Sally, if it helps, growing up, we used to tie thread around a frog's leg to use as fish bait, just in case it gets away. You can keep it tied up.
Keep
Tie
what
his
tied
legs
up?
up.
Oh,
The
yeah.
frog. Just tie threads around his rear legs, and if he gets out, just yank on the string.
Yeah. Little leash.
You won't be able to do that if you want to keep the frog inside, and make sure that Gennaro also doesn't, you know, try to once again start thrashing. You only have 2 hands, and you are still really
I mean,
weak.
technically, I could probably break the frog's legs, right?
Break?
Break the frog's legs.
Yeah, if you're a sick fuck, you can
Yeah.
do this.
Well, I mean, it's a medicinal thing here.
Well, we're trying. Well,
Well, we've been through a lot. I don't think breaking a frog's leg is going to lose an insanity point for anyone here.
Yeah.
All right. Do what you will. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you know, the frog is trying desperately to escape. It's more like surprised to be in its current environment. But it's not too aggressive. Well, it's not aggressive at all. It's a frog. All right. Anyway, Jekyll decides to start rowing again.
Yeah, let's go, Jekyll.
You're all pretty tired, which means that you will have slightly minus modifiers to your tests today because you weren't able to rest properly with the night chase by a troll and all that. Some of you are feeling even worse than before. For example, Vincent. Vincent, roll me your toughness test with a minus 5%.
-5. Okay, here's just the default toughness test. -5 is a pass.
You passed? Alright.
Yes.
Nice. I need to see how much time you have left on that. Nice. Yeah?
I did ask Jackal if he had any remedies for Sally's ills. Did he ever give us an answer to that?
Salesius?
Yeah.
You've asked Jekyll that?
Yeah.
No! Why he doesn't need any remedies? It's like, we call this the swamp flash. And essentially, you always do that when standing in a swamp, because then you give it back what you took from it before.
I'm about to give you back to the swamp.
Well, I'm already in the swamp, little man. Why do you want to give me back to it? He's absolutely oblivious to your ire, Sally, just so you know. Right. You are swimming further away into the away from the troll, which you've lost a few hours ago, and further deeper into the swamp. When you've got into about half a mile from your destination, it is no longer possible to row a boat. It happened around, let's say, 2 p.m. A thick fog obscures everything, but for glimpses of the towers rising above the clinging mists. Jekyll volunteers to lead you on foot, since he's still familiar with the area. Are you agreeing to that?
Yeah.
All right.
Should we leave Sally and
Gennaro with
Sally?
the boats.
Yeah.
And we're putting on our full armor now.
I would say so. If it looks like we won't be in anything too deep, obviously you don't want to be in, quicksand and armor though.
Yeah. Somebody bring some rope.
Yeah, I want to ask Jackie what the ground is like on the way. Like, is it soft or is it solid or what?
The ground itself is pretty solid, As you can see, the ruin stands on a slight raise, where the dampness of the swamp gives way to sandy black soil, says Jekyll, who apparently is also some kind of a, self-appointed storyteller, so to speak.
Leopold wants to put his armor back on.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, but nothing grows there, essentially, except those cool, swollen puffball mushrooms that spew brownish ooze when disturbed. They're pretty gnarly.
Are they poisonous?
Nah, nothing is poisonous in the swamp, my man. Everything is just right.
Okay, don't touch the mushrooms.
Yeah, don't touch the mushrooms, but probably go ahead and armor up.
All right. So I presume that all of you guys are preparing for potential conflict, donning your armor, readying your weapons. Leopold, you still have 6 boats in your clip.
Right. Yeah. I was just noticing that I didn't get it down to 6 from 8. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
I have a question. How long will it take to dry out gunpowder?
In this environment, it's impossible.
All right.
And even in in a very dry environment, there's still a huge chance that it wouldn't work.
Okay.
In these times, if you had your gunpowder wet, you simply had to buy another batch, unfortunately. All right.
Yeah. So is Sally staying with Gennaro in the boat?
Well, it depends on Sally.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
All right.
And is Jakul coming with us?
Yeah, he's leading us.
All right.
Yeah, if you want, he's coming with you, of course.
All right.
Hey, is there a club or a sword or anything extra anybody has? Because I currently have a dagger and a sword breaker, so I can't really even fight something off if it came over here.
No. I do not.
Is there like a big tree branch? I mean, big enough to be a club, like an improvised club we can give him?
Yeah, I mean,
anything.
there are lots of tree
Like a hand
branches in the
weapon.
water. You can just grab one if you like, Sally. But it is an improvised weapon, and we are talking about a rotten tree branch from the swamp, from a swamp.
So there's no hand weapons available.
Jekyll has has a small axe and a dagger, but he's obviously not parting with them. They are his tools more than weapons.
Of a vampire stake.
Yeah, you have the vampire stake blessed by the priest of Sigmar. Or
That's all
more. I forgot which one. Excuse me. Right. So eventually,
I am also taking my bow with me.
all right. You're taking.
Is that a longbow?
Let me check. I don't think so.
I don't-
Yes, it is a longbow.
Oh. All right. Using longbow
It
on
may-
the boat is very hard, but on the ground, that's another different story.
Right, and that's why I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, you've reached the shore. The shore. You can see that this ruin does indeed stand on a slight rise, and the soil all around it is completely black. It's very ominous. At the highest point of the mount, you can see the sagging remnants of 3 round towers, equidistant from each other. Even from here, you can see badly damaged stone walls connecting the 3 towers, forming a triangle with the point facing Lucas. Roll for navigation.
Give me a second. Sorry.
No worries. West. You're sure it's west. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Anyway, Jakku is like, well, we are here.
Okay.
You're making your way outside. I mean, you're jumping out of the boat into the water, I presume. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Alright, I'm here, sorry.
Okay.
So, what are you going to do? You see that there's a tower, which looks like it's in a very bad shape, right in slightly to your right. There are also 2, you think so, like 2 rents in the wall between this tower and the one further away.
2 what?
Rents.
2 holes in the wall.
2 holes.
Oh, okay.
I need to see if my map of the place.
Hold on just
Oh,
1 second.
no worries.
Molly, you can't be in here right now. You need to go in your room. Yeah, can you go in your room? Thank you.
Maybe here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to upload
Okay,
the
I'm
map.
back.
Okay.
Remember that so far you only see the bottom tower, the wall between it and the tower to the top left, and nothing more.
Okay.
All right. Whose going first? Who's going, second? Stuff like that.
How about I'll go first.
What's that
since I don't
sound?
have any.
I don't know.
Something is like blowing into microphone.
I hear it too.
Okay, it's stopped now. No worries.
How about I'll take point and you guys give yourself enough distance to where you can use your range weapons.
Okay.
So maybe Leopold, since you're the most in shape, you take up the back in case we get hit from behind.
Okay, all right. Since I'm not, okay.
Since
Well,
he's
yeah,
the most in shape.
Yeah, since you're
I'll
not.
be in the back. Got it. The Skaven model. Got it.
You're not
All right.
bleeding.
Yes, I am not.
All right,
Uh,
the swamp tempo has been added to the handouts.
Okay, there I see it now.
You can see it.
Take a gainer.
Okay, so we're looking at the half destroyed one and
To
the
the left,
one with the
with-
one with the red. Yeah.
Yeah, with 2 holes in it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. So we're sort of coming from that angle.
Yes, you're coming from like bottom left side of this image, essentially.
Okay. All right. Well, so yeah, I've got my crossbow out covering Lucas and Vincent. I guess Vincent's on point and Lucas is in the middle. Is that how we're doing it?
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, I guess we could check out that lower tower first. Is there a hole in there that we can see?
No, not from here. But you can
I
see
think
that
so.
you can see that there's no roof.
Yeah, I want to. Let's kind of walk the perimeter.
Okay.
Any objection to that? Just kind of go.
No, I think
down and around to the
walking
right.
around sounds like a great idea.
So yeah, I would just circle the whole thing and kind of see if there's any camps or any remnants of people staying outside of the ruins.
Very well. You're walking alone?
Well, we're all roughly together. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not by myself. All 3 of us are going to walk in a circle around it.
Right.
Four of
Marty.
you, because Jacko is
Yeah.
also with
Yes.
you, essentially. Although he's like, he's like saying, "Wow, this place is just like I remember it to be. Spooky." I think that in the middle of this place there's a well. We might be able to get clean water from there.
Okay.
You are making your way around. As you are, essentially at the level, if you look at the handout, on the level of the hole in the eastern wall, you see it, right?
Yes. The one big hole.
You suddenly hear a roar, "For Stromfels!" And a bunch of silhouettes charge out of the hole towards you. Of course, you are first. You see that these men are horribly looking, filthy, probably diseased beings,
Damn it.
armed with cudgels, rusty blades, something like that. Even, with only a few seconds dividing you and them, you can see that some of them are changed. Some of them are essentially mutated. Let's roll initiative. But since they haven't, they didn't try to ambush you, you have a free round to do whatever you want. But let's make initiative rolls. I don't think that they'll actually be able to outdo you in any way, but I'm going to try anyway. 40. Okay, so Leopold,
are you kidding me?
43. Why you have +5 +5?
Do I?
It's plus a -5, plus a minus.
No,
Oh.
it's 2 -5s.
Yeah.
I have a -5 modifier. I don't know why I have a second -5 modifier.
Wait. Wait a second.
I
Alright.
have a -10. So I just have my natural agility of 44.
Remember that you have -5 from your cold and
Yep.
your mail.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's my
I have
-10.
Yeah, I have -5 for male, and I don't know where the second -5 came from.
Alright.
Because I just rolled the initiative roll die, so I don't know why it added an extra -5.
Previous injury, maybe.
Alright, so the rest of
I
you.
haven't rolled yet because my computer freaked out. So.
Alright. Jason, you've rolled?
44 total.
44 dollars, nice. Sally, you're too far. You don't have to roll. I mean, you've heard that, by the way.
I hear that.
Of course, you are at the shore. You are in the boat.
Okay. Sorry. What initiative is?
Agility plus. I mean, D10 plus the first digit of your agility.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Then ignore that first roll. If I can figure out how to get back to. Wow. Okay. This is weird.
Wait,
Hold on. Give me.
What's
It's
the-
still all freaked out. What the hell? I'm gonna have to reload this. Give me a second.
Okay.
It's gonna log me out. if that's-
I think that essentially Vincent is first. Then it's Leopold. Then it's them.
The first digit of my agility is 4. Somebody, if you want to roll for me.
Okay, Vincent, roll
Why?
for him.
Isn't it his whole agility?
No,
plus
Yeah,
D10?
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that-
D-
It's 48. It's 48 then is my agility.
so
Okay,
it's
plus
56.
8.
All right, Lucas, you're
Do you
first.
have any minuses? I don't know if he has minuses.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I am on a -10.
yeah. So
Oh.
it's 46.
Okay.
It still makes you the first one. First it's you, then it's Jason, then it's Sean, and if Brian wants to, join the party, he might do so. But all right. So, Lucas,
Yes.
what are you up to? You see that these men are essentially, traversing the mound of rocks and rubble. They are all filthy, disgusting, degenerate creatures. Hell-bent on killing you, you guess.
Yeah, I want to. Since I have my bow ready, I want to shoot at them. But you should see my screen right now. Everything is super tiny, and if I try to zoom in, it basically the spacing of everything is all messed up.
Sounds like some kind of weird update, honestly. I mean, someone else can roll for you if you wish, or you can just roll yourself if the app is working. I'm not too picky, Or you can even roll the dice if you have like plastic dice next to you.
Oh, now it's telling me I got to exit the page.
Yeah, technology is great when it works, of course.
Yeah. Here, let me do this. Let me launch it in another web browser real quick.
Yeah, good idea.
Yep.
Okay, so let's make Jason now. All right, we'll be back with you, Andy, in a second.
Yeah, no
Can
problem.
I grab the ore?
Sally, you're not in the initiative order right now. So
Yeah.
we'll make.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of out of the combat, but I heard it, so I just want to get ready to leave.
You can either guard Gennaro or grab the ore. You can do both.
Okay.
Jason.
All right, I'm going to see. How far away are they?
On a charge distance, if you want to know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hold my sword behind me, hold my shield in front of me, and then charge at the nearest one.
All right, you're countercharging them. Very well. Roll.
All right. So that's just a weapon skill.
Plus 10% for charge, minus your 10%. So that makes it your basic. That makes it your basic weapon skill. Roll.
Then +5 for the weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've charged one of the horrible creatures. This one has a head of a weasel, actually, and there's this thick white stripe that runs from the top of his head down to the back of his skull. So
Is it the actual size of a weasel head? So really, really small in proportion to his body.
Yeah.
All right. So for damage?
No, because he's trying to block you.
Oh, okay.
I just was distracted for a second. Sorry for that. Yeah. He stabbed your slash with the blade of his rusty knife. Your beautifully made Eastern sword notched his weapon, but he's still in the fight. And you've realized that you've essentially, charged by yourself into the group of enemies. Right into the middle of a group of enemies.
Oh, I realized that before I charged.
Okay, nice. So now, Andy, you good?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Alright, so let's say that if you want to fire and if you kill someone before, like, Jason charged, then I will count it so, alright?
Okay, cool.
So, what are you... Alright. Oh, nice, it's head. Roll for damage.
Okay, and let's see. And that's D10 plus, what's the longbow? Bolt.
First of all, longbow has the armor piercing quality, which is very nice.
I think it's just
this 3. Okay, so let's see, make that +3, and then make that
It's essentially doesn't.
10.
10 total in the head.
Yes, 10 total in the head.
They don't have any sort of. Okay, 14. Right, you've speared one of the men. A normal-looking man, although incredibly ugly and filthy, right through the head with your arrow. He fell to the ground without even uttering a single sound. One less. Nice. Right, now it's Leopold's turn. However,
Okay,
Leopold, Vincent is already engaged in one of them, and you can see that the rest will essentially try and probably, gang on him. You have your last chance to help your friend before he'll be swarmed and overwhelmed.
Okay. Alright. I will... well, my thought is that I'm going to shoot my repeater bow twice, and crossbow, and then rush into combat.
If you want to shoot it twice, it's a full action. Because you're making swift attack with it, essentially.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yes, that is what I want to do. Though.
All right.
I want to shoot
fire.
Hit. Do you want me to do damage first, or do the first, or the second shot?
Yes. First damage.
Okay. All right. Why is the roller not coming up? Oh, it's because it's behind the other thing. All right. Damage, Sigmar's Fury. Oh my god, 3 points.
Total?
Yeah, total.
Fire your second shot.
Alright, I gotta... Fortunately, the windows were...
Is it 3 shots per turn?
No.
No, it's 2 shots. It's the number of shots to my attack.
Attack characteristic, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Second shot is... No, why are you doing that to me? I can't see.
Good.
Oh, nice.
2.
No, it's 20. 0-2 is reverse 20. It's the arm.
Okay.
You always reverse, except for magic. Magic missiles never reverse.
I just meant that he hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I thought it
Alright,
was like nice. It goes in the head. Unfortunately, no, it goes in the arm, but it's still a fine shot. Roll for damage. Right. So essentially, you fired your crossbow towards the man with a second mouth above his left eyebrow. Unfortunately, your first shot flew right past his leg, and the second skimmed his shoulder. He didn't even seem to notice that. Right. Their turn. First, Vincent. A horrible creature charges you from the midst of this pile of degenerates and cultists, obviously, or mutants. Well, mutants for sure, but maybe mutant cultists. You don't know. Anyway, this man looks like something from your deepest nightmares. His jaw is distended in a horrible grimace, and his mouth is crammed with enormous dagger-like teeth. His flesh is completely hairless and grey. His eyes are pupilless and black, and he lacks ears and nose, essentially. He's also armed with a sword and a dagger, unlike cudgel and a dagger, like most of these creatures. And you see that, he's also bigger than most of them. Roll for fear.
Okay, let's see, fear. That is willpower?
Yes, only -5 because of your condition.
Yeah, and I'm stout-hearted
Yeah.
as well, so...
You're standing your ground. That said, this creature attacks you. And it swipes towards your chest.
Okay. I will, parry.
Great. You've parried the strike on your shield. His comrades pile in. 2 of them will try and strike you from each side, while another 2 will rush towards your friends on the beach. First, strikes you in the chest as well. What's that sound? Right now.
I don't know. I heard it. I mean, it's not on my end.
All right, that doesn't matter.
I didn't hear anything. If it's me, I apologize.
No worries. Jason, are you going to
I will-
dodge?
Yeah, dodge a blow.
All right. You've dodged the blow just in time. The third one. No, the third one's strike with its cudgel goes wide. The other 2 charge, one towards Leopold, one towards Lucas. Leopold,
Okay.
your guy.
Trips.
No,
Yay.
essentially, it's something like that. You've unleashed the 2 bolts right into the man's face, and when he tried to rush you, you've lost the third.
Mhm.
The bolt flew straight between his eyes, and he fell to the ground dead. That said, remove 1 more bolt from your crossbow.
Okay.
But the man is dead. Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
your ruffian is trying to give you a bad time. You see that this man has a sort of small black wings on his back, which flutter uselessly. Like flap, 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 something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the cudgel in his hand is still rather threatening, and he manages to land a blow on your shoulder. Parry.
Okay.
Well, you can parry. You can dodge.
Yep. Yep. And I'm gonna dodge. Where is it? There it is.
Nice. You have dodge blow.
Yep.
Good.
Excellent. You've jumped
And
just...
even with a -10, I made it.
Oh yeah, because you have a negative stance. I forgot.
Yeah.
You-
But I still made it.
Yeah, you jump back just in time to avoid being hit. Right, now, Sally, what are you going to do? You hear the clash of combat, but from your position you don't see anything. Gennaro is still holding the frog in his mouth, moaning quietly, and the frog is making this ribbit sounds. But other than that, there's nothing going on.
I'm gonna stay with Gennaro. I want to tell him in Thailand that these Imperials don't know anything about loyalty.
If he even understood what you're saying,
Yeah,
he
yeah. I'm
didn't
talking
give
to
any sign.
myself basically, but yeah.
Give me a few minutes. I need to go to the bathroom.
I do too.
Right.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, I'm back. Oh.
anybody back?
I am.
I'm here.
Okay. Dude, somebody might die this session.
Yeah. Vincent has 1 hit point, right?
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Like, I hope to God there's some kind of healing droughts just magically at this place or something. Because we're not going to heal until we get to an actual inn or something, pretty much. Otherwise.
Yeah. Well, maybe you just received the blessings of chaos and.
Regenerate.
Fortunately, the guy attacking you, Leopold, wasted his turn killing himself, so you're pretty much free. Whereas Lucas has to fight.
Yeah.
I have to fight.
Yeah. Well, I figure at this point, there's nothing for it but for me to draw my weapons and run in to take some of the pressure off you, because I think at this point I can't shoot at them without the possibility of hitting you. So, anyway.
Oh.
Almost like kill you.
Everyone's here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jason?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Brian? Yeah, here.
I'm here.
So, new round. Lucas,
Yes.
go for it. The man is standing in front of you. He looks at you with hateful eyes, spitting curses.
So I had bow in my hand.
Yes.
Can I drop the bow,
Yes.
draw the weapon, and attack once? Or is that too many actions?
No, you can. You can. You
Okay.
drop the bow as a free action.
Right.
You reach for your axe, I presume,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
you slash the man with it.
Ask him some questions.
Nice.
And-
That said, he will
Very good.
try and probably parry, because I don't think these guys have dodge. Oh no, they have. No, he'll try and dodge. He managed to dodge your blow.
Son
He
of a
jumped
bitch.
back just in time. Oh, by the way, these guys, they all wear stained shirts and breeches, grey from the mud and their filth. You can see that each of them has a shark's tooth on a leather thong hanging around their necks. And the cudgels are oaken with the handles wrapped in leather, essentially. Plus, they have this nasty-looking, serrated, rusty knives in their left hands. Except Vincent, for the man fighting you, he has a sword. And other than that, he also has a gold shark's tooth hanging from a dark leather cord around his neck. You can also see that from his belt hangs a thick tome, which undoubtedly contains many foul secrets. Yeah, so that's it. Now, Vincent, you're up. You are fighting 3 men at once.
Okay.
I'm going to describe them to you. One of them is a huge humpback with paw-like hands covered in brown and yellow tufts of fur, essentially. While the other one is a thin mutant with a translucently pallid skin, enormous ears, and has huge protruding eyes. Oh, and this one has a cutlass and a dagger. You can smell alcohol from him as well.
Fishman.
Yes. No, the fishman is the middle one. The middle one has this kind of, predatory, fishy air to him. Vincent, what's your call?
I am going to attack the main guy. Now, I had a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sword and shield.
Yes.
Both the sword and the shield are defensive. They don't
combine.
Can I parry once for having a shield? Do I get 1 parry and 1 dodge?
No. You can declare parry. Like...
Parrying stance. That gives me an extra parry, right?
No. You essentially have a free parry from your offhand weapon. In this case, the shield. You can also declare another parry. But then you will only attack once.
Yeah.
You did similar thing in the Sigmar's
Yeah.
temple in Talheim, essentially.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a parrying stance. That's what it's called in the English book, which is get
But-
the parry, and I'm going to attack the
But
big guy.
wait, if you are taking the parry stance, which I have in Polish book, that means that you can't attack.
Yeah.
No, there's two parrying things. One's a parrying stance, and one is
Defensive stance, right? Something like that, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the parry one. I'm gonna take the
Oh,
free
it's
parry.
it's cautious attack, right?
I don't. It's for in my book, it's parrying stance, and it's a half action, and it gives me a parry.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You essentially,
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm
essentially
taking.
declare
That's
parry.
what I'm taking.
Okay, no problems.
Yep.
Sure.
And then
alright.
I'm gonna.
So you prepare to parry the incoming attacks, and then you lash out with Masamune towards the big man.
Yes.
Roll for it. Remember about your minuses. Well, that was
All right.
that was good enough. He will try and parry, and he managed to
damn.
parry with his disgustingly looking knife.
All right.
He's saying something. Stromfels will get you. Something like that. And now we have Vincent.
Again.
Leopold. Leopold, you are, well, free of
Okay.
enemies. To your left, your friend Lucas is fighting for his life with one of the monsters.
Mhm.
To your front, your friend Vincent is fighting for his life with 3 of them.
hmm
And I'm pretty sure
Um,
there's supposed to be 6, but I've forgotten about them. Oh, no.
No.
We
Well, we
killed
killed
one.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, 2 of them are dead. 1 killed by Lucas' bow, well, an arrow, and 1 by your repeating crossbow.
So Leopold is gonna draw his
You have a crossbow in your hand. Remember that.
right. Okay. He is going to swing it on the strap that goes around his body
Great.
and draw his weapons.
Free action. All right,
Yep.
and then you draw your sword and your dagger, right, or shield.
Yes.
Dagger.
Or I don't have a shield, sword and
Okay.
dagger.
All right, and that's it. Excellent. And I forgot that this guy should be in before each of you, but doesn't matter. All right, so now Vincent. Actually, no. Let's make Lucas first. Lucas, your opponent
Mm-hmm.
tries to find a chink in your defenses and
Okay.
swings his cudgel rather cautiously towards you,
Okay.
and he manages to hit your leg. Parry
Okay.
or actually you can't parry because you don't have an offhand weapon, so you can only dodge.
Yeah.
Luck maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. It's a 10.
Yeah, I was only at 1 hit point, so even
Uh,
with a toughness bonus of 4 to
uh,
subtract from that, that's still 6.
How much armor do you have on your leg?
Oh, 2. So that's still 4.
He struck you total for 14 points.
Ouch.
So minus
6.
6 total.
Yep.
So you're on minus 8. Do you want a fate point or do you want a critical hit?
I would tap out if I were you.
I was gonna say, let's
That's
be fun and
brutal.
take a critical hit.
Okay. I mean, okay. Essentially, I usually don't do that, but essentially, critical hits at minus 8, I believe, are almost always fatal.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's
I'm going to check it.
Yeah,
Well,
let me-
you have a chance to get out of it in one piece. I have the
critical effects leg.
No,
and it's-
don't look at the rulebook.
Okay.
I am using my own, which I will
Oh,
probably
okay.
upload to our group. They are better. They are more forgiving, but at the same time, they are more. There are more of them, and they were made by a medicine student, by the way.
Okay.
So, it's your call.
Yeah, with a
Andy.
no, I'll take I'll burn a fate then, I guess.
Right. So what you were trying to do was to cross your sword and dagger, so that you might be able to stop the blow. Unfortunately, somehow this creature's hate was so strong that it empowered this blow. It smashed through your defenses, breaking your dagger in pieces. And
I didn't have my dagger drawn.
okay, so breaking your sword into small pieces.
Hatchet.
Breaking your hatchet into small pieces. Sorry, I always forget that you're using hatchet. And smashing you from your feet. You fell to the ground. You've hit your head on a rock. You're unconscious.
Now, you can also spend a fate to just make it a miss, right?
Yes.
I just wanna-
Yeah, you can also. Sorry, you can also spend the fate so that the man missed you. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Andy. If you want to do that, you can totally do that. That means that you'll still be in the fight, but the man just missed you.
I'm gonna go ahead and take it now because I have a suspicion that I would just end up using another one next turn. So
Yeah, there is possibility, especially if you have only a single hit point.
right.
All right. Leopold, you saw what happened to your friend, by the way. You saw in distress, in distress what happened to him. He's laying on the black sands, unconscious, or maybe dead. You don't know. That said, Vincent, your enemies. To your surprise, you see that they've begun to laugh. Apparently, they saw something behind you. You don't know. First, the huge mutant with the humped back. He's trying to land a series of blows on you. First goes towards your hand. Are you parrying or dodging?
I'll parry.
Okay. To your disgust, you see that excrement mats his thick fur, and hanging from one knot on his back is a stuffed rag doll.
Okay, that's a pass.
You've managed to block his first strike, but then the second goes. The second misses you completely, making he's swooshed his claws over your head. However, his second, his huge-eyed comrade tries to strike with his cutlass. The cutlass goes towards your legs.
I'll have to dodge that one.
Mm-hmm. Remember about minuses.
Yes, I barely pass.
Minus 10?
Oh shoot, minus 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I guess I will have to use a luck.
okay. You've
There
passed.
you go.
Second strike goes towards your head.
Great.
You can spend luck to dodge. But it will be your third luck today.
I get 2 parries, right?
Oh yeah, you have still one.
Okay, so
alright,
I'll
go.
parry that one. Ugh, and I guess I'll burn another luck.
Third.
Oh, makes contact.
Indeed it does. Fortunately, 6 with total, which means that it probably didn't do anything.
It does not.
The blow slid off your mailed coif, right?
Helmet.
Huh.
I actually have a helmet.
Oh, you have a helmet. All right, cool. But there's still the big man himself, and he will try and stab your weak points for massive damage. He managed to land the blow right to the middle of the chest. Final luck point for another dodge.
I don't have. Well, I already did all my dodging.
You can spend a luck point for instant dodge.
Is this a critical hit?
You don't know.
Uh-oh.
I haven't rolled damage yet.
I'll just take it.
Very well. Nothing happened. His blows, essentially bounced off your armor. The two guys on your sides are stronger than the man in front of you, by the way. Just so you know. Right. After that, we have... Alright. Sally, you hear the commotion. You hear the roars, the clash of weapons, the curses. You don't know what's going on. Any declarations?
I want to get lower in the boat
Alright.
with Gennaro.
Oh, by the way,
Just in case.
sorry, Jack, you legged it.
He ran?
Of course.
Did he come back to the boat?
Yeah. He's running towards the boat. Well, he's almost at the boat, actually. So,
I'm just looking at him strangely.
He has this kind of, nonchalant look about him. But he's running very fast from the temple. You look at him strangely. Very well. Vincent, you're up.
Guess the guy who did all those swift attacks against me, I want
sorry,
to
one more
attack
thing.
him.
Andrew, add one insanity point to your character.
Yep.
And tell me how many do you have?
5.
5, right. Right, Vincent, sorry.
Alright, I am going to defensive stance and attack that same guy. So same thing as I did
Same
before,
thing as
pretty
before.
much.
Excellent. Go for it.
Does it
Goes for
hit?
the head. Let's see if he'll manage
Nice.
to block this. No, he did not. Roll for damage.
Come on, money. 8. Okay,
Nice.
so I have strike mighty blow, and then a strength of a 4.
So 12, so 13 total.
Yes, in the head.
In the head.
Sweet.
Alright. You've swung the Masamune in a wide arc and essentially removed half of his head. The man stood for a split second, blinking with one eye, blood and other horrible fluids gushing from his wound, and then he simply fell back.
So you see the slash, but you don't quite see anything. Then you see a little stream of red go across his face. Then
Yeah.
it slides off.
It's Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
Yes.
essentially. You almost...
And
Yeah?
I was saying, now if you don't talk some serious junk to the rest of them, I'm going to be disappointed.
He didn't have his head on straight.
He lost his head. No, he was half a mind. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
You'll never be ahead of another gang.
that's good. That's good. I'll give you that one. Anyway, you didn't even felt any resistance to your blow. It's once again you are astonished by the craftsmanship of your sword. That said, now it's Leopold's turn.
Yeah, Leopold to make up for that.
Leopold,
Okay.
you still have one enemy to your left. You can charge him actually.
Yeah. So this is. Is this the one that was?
That struck down Lucas.
Okay. Yeah. I'll seeing that it looks like Vincent is handling these 3 guys. I'll go kill the one guy that is gonna stab him in the back.
He's really ahead of them.
Okay. There you go.
All right, you charge the man
Yeah.
with small fluttering black wings on his back. He grins towards you, with challenge. Go for it. Plus 10%
Alright.
for the charge.
And then my Gladius, I think, gives me a +5
Yes,
it's
because
badass.
it's very finely made.
All right. Let's see if it actually rolls correctly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it did.
I'm gonna take a luck point.
Great. Your second one today. Or third. I don't remember.
Is it?
Ooh, nice.
That was my
Nice.
first-
Well,
anyway.
once
Okay.
again into the head. He will try and dodge, and by one he just passed it.
Oh,
That's-
you son of a bitch.
Yeah. You've almost took his head off, but the creature is incredibly fast, and he managed to simply, jump back from your blow. Now he's going to respond in kind.
Okay.
Let's make you first. Yeah. He tried to respond in kind, and then he just, impaled itself on your gladius.
Nice. I
So-
think Leopold has the most kills by opponents fumbling.
It's like reverse jinx.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sigmar be praised.
Sigmar be praised. Sigmar's good all the time. And all the time, Sigmar is good. Now, Vincent, your guys have seen what happened to their leader, and they are apparently trying to avenge him by raining down blows on you. First, the mutant with the paws goes to the head. Dodge or parry?
I will dodge.
Very well.
Nice.
Success.
Nice. Second goes wide. This thing is trying to crush you with its mighty claws, but you are able to dodge and parry most of its blows. Its fellow, however, is more sneaky. First connect. However, more watches over you, and you are also able to intercept every single one of this creature's attacks. It's looking good. It's beginning to look good. Sally, you see that Jekyll jumps on the first boat and prepares to, push the ball. Well, sorry, no, he doesn't. He jumps on the first boat, but he doesn't do anything else, except for drawing his axe and dagger and looking towards the towards the area from where the sounds of battle come. What are you doing? Sally? Brian?
It's sorry, I had it muted. I said, why are you here?
Too hot out there! Says something like that. And that's it. Vincent.
Alright, I am going to do another parry then attack.
Yeah, same thing
I
as
guess
before.
these guys are pretty much the same
Yeah.
dudes. Alright. Just gonna hit one. Oh, miss.
You've tried to slash him. One of them, I don't know which one. You always need to tell me that, Jason.
Well, yeah, that's why I asked if they were different out of.
Yeah, they are.
I did.
Like I've said, one of them is a huge brute with humped back and paw-like hands covered in brown and yellow tufts of fur, and the
Okay.
other one is the
Is the ugly one.
yeah, is the piratey-looking motherfucker with like huge eyes, huge ears, and translucently
Okay.
pallid skin, and he wields
Alright.
a cutlass.
Okay.
All right, you've missed. Now, Leopold, you're up.
All right. I charge.
You can
the
only
pi-
charge from where you are. You can only charge the mutant with the paws.
Okay, I will do that then.
You cry, charge! And you charge.
Okay.
Plus 10%.
For Wissenland.
Yes.
All right. Zoink. Nice.
Nice. He will try and dodge.
Fail.
He can do that. And he dodged.
Botch.
He saw you coming towards him, and he simply jumped away from Vincent. That's good. Now he's engaged with you. That's bad. So let's make him first.
Botch again.
He strikes you right into the arm. You have a weapon in your offhand, and you can also dodge. Which one do you prefer?
Let me. Where's my dodge blow skill? I don't remember. Oh, my dodge blow.
Remember that if you have mail, you have minus modifiers to to dodge.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And parry is just against agility.
Parry is your basic weapon skill. Yes.
Oh, weapon skill.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just check my numbers here. So that would be, and -5. You say to my dodge blow.
Mhm.
No, my dodge blow is way better. I'm gonna dodge.
Go.
So.
Agility -5.
Oh, but I have. Wait a minute.
Do you have
Oh,
skill
but I have-
mastery in it?
Yeah, I do have skill mastery in it, so I have plus 10% to my agility.
So
-5.
only +5.
Right.
Yeah. Nice. Yes, you managed to dodge. No, wait.
Oh.
48 is with +5 or without +5?
No, it's apparently I didn't update it on my sheet that I had mastery or on the
So it should
electronic
be
sheet.
53.
It should be 58. Yeah,
58.
53.
All right. So
Well, 53 with the
yeah,
-5. Yes.
you've managed to dodge his first strike, while the other next
Mhm.
goes to your arm.
God damn it.
These guys are really weak, by the way.
Okay. So
You can parry. You can parry with your
Okay.
dagger.
I'll try to parry.
Yeah.
So that's just my weapon skill A. Nope.
Nope. Luck or no luck?
They've been pretty wimpy. I'm gonna say no luck. I'm at pretty much full hit. I've got like 1 damage or something.
Cool. So that's a total of 9 damage to your arm.
Okay. So my toughness is 4 plus armor of 3, so 2 get
2.
through.
Yeah. This thing slashed you. It opened a nasty gash on your arm, but you're still in the fight. It doesn't look bad. Right. Vincent, your last enemy is trying to, oh, sorry, I wrote D10. It's trying to kill you with a quick flurry of blows. First, misses completely. The other one misses completely. You see that this man, if you can even call him that, was probably more used to butchering defenseless, defenseless victims than actually fighting against someone who knows what he is doing. And you know that you are a better swordsman than he is. You're actually quite sure of it. Sally, you see that Jekyll essentially also went down completely in the boat. That only his head sticks over the railing, and he's watching the temple with intent. What about you?
Can I hear the less fighting going on now?
You can still hear fighting. Essentially, you don't know how it goes. It's just fighting for you.
Okay. Who's over there?
You're asking him?
Yeah.
Mutants, man. And that's
Why are you not fighting them? Oh, okay.
okay. Why are you not fighting them? He doesn't answer. Vincent.
I am going to swift attack. I guess
Alright.
this is not the guy with non-hunchback guy.
No,
since
no.
He's now.
Right. Yeah, I got hunchback now.
Yeah. 2 more with you, but I doubt he'll take you. I missed my first.
Mm-hmm. -10 for the second. Nice. It goes towards his leg. He will try and dodge. No. Roll for damage.
69.
Alright. So, +4 to strength, plus 1
One.
more to...
11.
So 11 to his leg.
Yeah, you've opened a horrible wound on his leg. Blood went everywhere. The man screamed, in agony, but he's still in the fight. Leopold, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I think because I got 2 attacks now.
Yeah.
I think I should do a swift attack on him.
To your To your horror, you see that this man has some kind of bronze collar around his neck.
Corn.
No, you don't know that.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna attack him twice.
Twice. Very well.
Yeah.
First attack.
Attack.
Oh, nice.
Doink.
It's
Can't believe you guys are making fun of the guy for being into a little BDSM, man. Let the man do what he wants.
it's a botch.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a third luck point.
Good idea. What's that sound?
That's me. I'm sorry. I'm about to
Yay,
start
I
making
hit.
dinner.
You've hit. He will try and dodge.
Don't dodge. Don't dodge.
No, roll for damage.
Yay.
Your blade goes right towards his chest.
Okay. I've of course forgotten what the damage is for this thing. Oh, it's +4.
Yeah.
I don't like this thing. Alright. Why are you not doing that? Okay, there you go.
That's what she said.
Sigmar! Oh, not quite. 11 points.
11 points of damage towards this thing's chest. Right, you've barely scraped him. Scratched him, sorry. Second blow.
Alright. Second attack. Please, please, please.
-10. No.
Yes.
Your
Okay.
second attack went wide. And now he retaliates. Towards your head.
Mhm.
You can dodge or parry.
Dodge. There it is.
Yup.
Oh,
Luck.
yeah.
Last
That was
one.
my head, eh?
Yeah. Nice. You've jumped just in time, but the second blow connects with your arm. Parry.
Okay. Yep.
Your basic weapon
I've
skill.
got the. Yeah, actually, I've got the. I'm gonna roll the parry on the sword, or not the sword. Sorry.
No.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I missed.
So now let's see the damage. He deals 10 points of damage to you. So like 3 goes past
Okay.
past
Okay.
your defenses. Yeah.
Right.
You felt that. He opened another gash with his disgusting claws in your arm. This thing is like bestial. He does this strange sounds like something like that. There's essentially shit, covering his thick fur, and he stinks horribly. It's like a mangy old filthy dog. Yeah. Vincent, your enemy, once again tries to go past your defenses, and no, apparently he can't. He rains down blow after blow with his cutlass, but you're just not having any of it. Sally, you see that Jackie is just like murmuring something to himself and watching the tempo intently. What about you?
I want to grab the ore now. If the frog hops out of Gennaro's mouth, then fine.
All right, you're grabbing the ore, and you're preparing.
More so he can't grab it. You know what I mean? Or if we do have to leave, like it's my decision.
You know that he's in the front boat and you're in the second one.
So he has the ore.
He has his ore.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Is there an ore in my boat?
Yeah, there is. There's a pair.
Okay.
I could just see you two like rowing against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the ore because I don't have a weapon anyway, so I need something.
Cool. All right. So after that, we have once again Vincent.
All right, as this guy is bouncing his blows off my shield, I'm gonna check my edge alignment with my sword and then swing at his face. Hopefully, swift attack.
Swift attack. Right. Goes
21.
to the head. He'll try to dodge.
Nope.
Yes, he did.
He dodged.
Yeah.
He
All right,
managed.
the second one.
He managed to dodge just in time. Second attack, -10. That's
Oh
a dodge.
no. Yeah, I'm gonna roll for luck for that one.
You still have luck?
I have one. Remember, I opted not to use it.
Okay, last luck.
Ha!
He will parry with his dagger. He parried. Ding!
Intense.
Lucky bastard.
Leopold.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna swift attack again.
Right. Go.
Oh yeah, by the way, like you guys run out of luck, I still have all my luck, so like, let me know if you need something.
Well, I'm completely out at this point. I used it up quick.
Nice. He'll try to dodge because it goes to the head, and roll for damage. Nice.
Okay, Sigmar's Fury. 11 points.
11 points.
Last time he shrugged that off.
Yeah, I remember that. But that was enough, essentially. Oh no, it wasn't enough. You've cut off a part of his head. Perhaps this thing is already dead, but it doesn't know it yet. It bellows with pain and agony, but it's still standing. Although it's on its last legs. Second attack.
Sigmar, guide my blade. Yes!
Roll for damage. Same thing. You're trying to just, cut off its head.
Bam,
Nice.
10.
10. Yeah, your second attack was essentially enough. You've buried your gladius in this thing's disgusting skull. With a loud slurch, it fell from your blade backwards. The horrible contents of its head mingling with the black soil of this God's forbidden island. Good job.
Nice.
And now, Vincent, your enemy disengages from you and runs back behind the wall of rubble back into back into the temple. You follow. How fast are you?
Where you going, you little shit?
My speed base is 4.
All right. You are following him. Yeah, you see that.
Yeah, if I can charge him, I would be charging him out. I don't know if he's disengaging. Or do I get a free strike because he's disengaging?
No, because he disengaged. That's why you don't get a free strike.
Oh, okay.
He made a double action to just run. After that, we have Sally. Sally, you hear that the fighting has apparently stopped, but there are still screams and shouts and sounds of people running back and forth, but there's no more fighting. To your relief, you can hear your friends shouting and screaming, and not the enemies, whoever they might be.
I'm gonna, I guess, thank Sigmar. Because it's clear that they won, or that they're winning the battle.
All right. Vincent, you are chasing the man. You see that he ran back to the courtyard, and that he's standing right next to the well. You can see the well in the middle. He's he's positioned himself towards you. But right now you're on the top of the rubble because you had to follow him.
I'm gonna, I guess, hold at the top of the rubble.
Yeah.
And have my shield up, kind of waiting for an ambush, and then see what Leopold does.
Leopold, what about you?
I chase after Vincent.
You chase after Vincent, so that's a run action. You two are on the top of the rubble. You see this man. It's his turn. He essentially he runs away from you through the northern wall and disappears on the other side.
Okay.
Sally?
I guess I'm just waiting for some kind of update from the
All right.
guys.
All right. Lucas, you are slowly coming back to your senses, but very slowly. And you're aching, all over your body.
Okay.
Vincent, what about you?
I want to do a free action and say, go around the outside, and then I'm going to follow the other guy.
All right, you're going to follow the other way. All right, cool. I just need to see. Right. Leopold, what about you?
I thought he just told me to go around the outside for some reason, so I
The
do
other
that.
side. Yeah, the other side.
Yeah, to cut him off, essentially.
Well,
My gestures. If you didn't see my hand gestures, that's what it was.
so I'm looking at the map right now, and so we were standing in that really big hole, and he's gone out the hole directly to the north. So my idea is that you want me to go around this tower to the east here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
All right. You are making your way around. However, you're not going to get around the tower this turn.
Right.
Right. All right. He does what he does. Sally?
So just waiting here.
All right. Cool. Lucas, you can get up.
Okay, I'll get up and kind of slowly shake it off and look around and
Okay.
see what I see.
You see bodies everywhere. You don't see any bodies of your friends. You see, however, Leopold running around the eastern tower, while Vincent is disappearing right over the mound of rubble to your front. It looks like you've won.
I'm going to draw my dagger so that I am not unarmed. I figure I'm probably still a little too out of it to
you are still.
draw the bow.
Yeah, you are still.
But I'm just going to kind of sit there and collect my my thoughts there for a second. What, like I said, with my dagger drawn.
Cool.
And then kind of figure out
what to do. Yeah. All right. So now, Vincent, what about you?
Is the guy? Can I see him, or is he gone?
You've run after him. I presume after behind the second mound of rubble, right?
Yeah. If he's continuing to run
you see
away from the fort,
that he's already entering the water, essentially.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to wait until Leopold comes around the corner. I'm not going to pursue him that far.
All right. Leopold, you're making your way around the corner, and you see that the man is essentially beginning to just, swim away. He left his weapons behind, and he's just, swimming away in the disgusting muck as far away from this place as possible.
The swamp will get him.
I spit on the ground and say, "Good riddance."
Yeah.
And I walk over to Vincent if I see him.
Yeah, you think that's it. You think that's basically
Leopold, you son of a bitch.
And
the most epic handshake in the old world.
It's like Carl Weathers and
and Arnold.
And Arnie.
Vincent, you totally missed the opportunity to say something like, "Give more of my regards" when you killed one of those guys.
Well, I did. I said, time for you to go to Moore if he'll take you.
Yeah.
Nope.
But then
What's the matter, Leopold? The CIA has you pushing too many pencils?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, well, you've returned, you've clasped your hands, you return back to your friends. Sally, you don't hear any more combat, and you see that Jeku emerges from the boat and cautiously moves towards the eastern side of the temple. Oh, by the way, the frog is no longer in Gennaro's mouth. It escaped. It's free!
Does the frog seem to have been working?
You don't know. You're not a doctor. No, you don't see that he's any better, actually.
And he still can't even hold a conversation?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay with him, I guess.
Okay, so you're staying with him, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So you three meet near the eastern wall.
Do any of the bodies have weapons that
Of course.
look usable?
What? Yeah, there are four three cudgels.
There were 6 total people.
6 total people.
And-
One escaped. So there are
Right,
yes,
and
so
the one
five.
who
there are-
escaped was the one with the cutlass, and then
there are
the
3
other.
cudgels, one sword left by the man with grey skin, and that's it. Oh, they all also have knives, and the horrible mutant with paws actually has a mayo shirt on him, although it's it's very dirty, very very rusty.
Yeah, he was all covered in pus. I might leave that one alone. I think I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
What was the mutant that had the sword? What did he look like?
Well, he looked like the boss because he was obviously.
I guess I mean how corrupted and mutant and slimy was he?
He looks like a man shark. Essentially, if
Land shark.
yeah,
Like a
it's,
street shark.
yes, like a street shark. Because
I'm going to take one of the cudgels then.
all right, you take one of the cards.
Yeah, from the least corrupted looking.
There were 2 of the mutants who didn't have. I mean, 2 of the assailants who didn't have any mutations.
Yeah, I'm gonna
one
take
of
their
them
cudgels.
one of them was killed by you, Lucas, and he had a cudgel. So you essentially took the cudgel
Yeah.
from him. All right. You can take the arrow from his head if you want.
Oh, okay, cool.
1-5. It doesn't break. It doesn't break. Sorry.
Do you need me to roll or?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were about to do it or not.
No.
Hold on.
On 1-5 it doesn't break. Okay, you have it back. Sean, you can do the same with your bolts.
Okay.
There are 2, essentially. One is laying on the ground, and the other is laying in your opponent's forehead, right next to his second mouth.
Okay.
So roll 1-5, and no,
Okay.
on D10, not D6. You've rolled D6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cheer.
Still
Even
nice.
better.
Yeah, and the other one, the second one. Unfortunately not.
So I get
You've retrieved one, but the other one is broken.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got one more.
Yeah.
I got 4 now.
You fired 3 at the battle.
So, what are your plans? You are where you're supposed to be, apparently, and the enemies have been vanquished. Good job.
I am, knowing that Sally doesn't have a sword, I'm going to take the sword, as long as it doesn't look like it's...
No, the sword
got
just
dark
looks
magic.
notched and, not
Yeah.
very well, maintained, but it doesn't look bad, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm going to take that, and I am going to take the mail off the corpse.
Of the
No.
horrible creature,
Yeah.
it will take you some time.
Yeah, I imagine we are in a kind of an administrative, taking our time thing.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
that's
make a comment about that's an abomination of towel. Or maybe not say towel, but that's an abomination, and I wouldn't touch anything from it. I mean, it's clearly. I don't know that I would say towel, but it's clearly coming from that background.
Leopold takes his dagger and starts poking the tome that was hanging from the guy's belt.
All right. First things first. Vincent, you are taking the mail of this thing. You see that there's this small stuffed ragdoll hanging from one knot on its back, from a knot of fur. You also discovered, to your disgust, that held in place by a flap on his belly. What's that sound?
That's me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make dinner at the same
Okay.
time. I'll mute it. I had it on mute, and then I unmuted it because I was talking.
No worries. There was a pouch, essentially. kept in place by a flab of this creature's, skin, fat, and meat.
Okay.
Are you taking the pouch?
Yeah, I want to. Everything is going to be rather cautious. Like, I'm going to be probing him with one of their weapons. But yeah, if I can take any pouches, I want to search them because I know
there's not much
I'm
to
losing
search,
money.
essentially. The pouch, you
Yeah.
flip the pouch. There are a few pieces of disgusting dried meat inside.
Okay. Well,
Because,
I'm just going to.
this thing had a prodigious gut.
Okay, so I'm just going to toss that and just take. Is it a male jerkin, or what is it?
The male shirt, leather jerkin.
Okay.
Are you taking it?
Yes.
All right. It's slimy. It stinks, and it's disgusting.
Just like all of us right now.
You're also begin to itch.
Mm.
And you have shivers, and you cough and sneeze almost constantly right now. The rest of you also notice that, by the way.
There's gonna be a C. I told you so.
I mean, he was doing that before taking this thing.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, for the last day and a half, essentially. Right now, Leopold, you are poking the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you see that, the book is thick, and but you don't see any strange symbols on the cover. You've also noticed that this thing has a small blue belt pouch, on his belt, and a gold shark's tooth hanging from his neck. It looks shiny.
While he's doing that, I'm going to be looking through the pouches of the non-mutants to see if they got any money or anything worth taking.
All right. Do I have evaluate? I do have evaluate. Can I try to evaluate the gold shark's tooth?
Without any problems. Go for it.
All right. Looks like a success.
It's worth about a gold crown, actually. That's
Okay.
that's much.
Okay.
For this kind of thing.
Leopold will, not one to turn down a gold crown. We'll take it.
Good. What about the book?
The book, I flip it open with my knife to see what's inside it.
Wait, what are we after? I've totally forgotten.
We're after the
any
temple.
sort of information on the child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember that you have a whole complex to discover. Okay, you flip the book. You have reading, right?
Yes.
You can see on the front page that this book is essentially some kind of prayer book to a being called Stromfels. But you've never heard of it. There is a very poor sketch of something that looks like a predatory fish with with lots of teeth, angled fins, and a wedge-like snout.
Okay.
You don't know what it is. There is also this blue pouch.
Okay.
But sorry. At this moment, we'll return. Sally, you and Jekyll emerge, and you see what happened. Now back to Leopold. Continue.
Okay. I want to take the book.
All right.
And throw it in my backpack as evidence.
No worries. Okay.
For the Inquisition or whoever.
Yeah.
And then I'll start probing the pouch with my, with a dagger and a stick, trying to open it without touching it.
Okay, you open it without any problems using a dagger and a stick, and I presume, just throw out the things inside, right?
Yeah.
You see that inside there's a small sack of sand which spilled out when you've tried to prod it. There's an ink pot, a pen, and a vial of water.
Okay, so writing stuff.
Yeah, and that's it.
He was an
There's,
amateur journalist.
yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing else that this man possessed.
Okay, well that's fine. So I although I guess I've
Yeah.
essentially destroyed the writing kit by dumping it on the ground.
Are you taking anything from the pouch?
No, I don't want to take his. I feel like it's tainted somehow. I don't want to take it. The book is just purely for evidence. I don't feel like the sand, the ink pot, and the water is worth anything.
All right. Oh, by the way, this man had this sort of gray robe on him. What this robe reminds you? Well, I mean, you know, it looks like a priest's robe, essentially. Although, you know, very, very dirty, very soiled, and worn by a creature of darkness, you know.
Like a cultist robe.
Yeah.
And,
Lucas. Yeah, sorry. Yes, please.
I was gonna say I don't recognize it as any sort of imperial.
No.
Okay.
That was not me. I was on mute.
No worries. Oh, so who's that? Bran?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not me.
That was me.
I'm going to kill you all. The troll is coming back. No, just kidding. All right. Lucas, you were what? You were searching the bodies, right?
The non-mutant looking bodies, yes.
So the two normal-looking bodies.
Right. Because again, the mutant ones are, they're abominations, and
The only things that this man had on them are long teeth on a leather thong hanging around their necks, and that's it. No purses, no nothing. Oh, leather jerkins, but you know, the jerkins are filthy, stained, disgusting, stinky.
I've already got one of those, so.
It would probably be interesting for you to wear any of theirs, as they are almost certainly infested with lice and other worse things.
I'll pass.
Yeah. Okay. Sally, you see what's going on. You approach your friends with Jekyll.
I look at them, look at Jekyll, and back at them.
Yeah. Jekyll looks like, whoa, you defeated them. You're heroes.
I'm not going to say anything.
All in a day's work.
Excellent.
It was a good thing I was back at the boat.
I presume that Vincent or Leopold approached you with the sword. Actually, Leopold, because he was...
No, it was Vincent who got the sword.
Oh, sorry, Vincent. You're handing...
Yeah, I want to hand it to him here and say, well, next time you could join us.
It's actually a very good thing I was where I was at the time, I think. I want to take those oars with us.
Yeah, I think we ought to pull the boats in as much as we can, tip them over, don't
worry. If I'm going to throw anchor, nothing will happen to them. You can check this gnarly place for however long you wish, says Jekyll.
Yeah, what time is it? Is it
About
like a time?
It's early afternoon.
Okay. Jekyll, do you think it would be best to stay here a night, or
Well,
or
yeah.
do you
I mean,
have
if there
locations?
if there are no more of these bastards, we can stay here. Oh yeah.
Well,
You guys
one
want to
got
sweep the
away,
place?
but yeah, let's sweep the place first, see what we can find, then decide after that. Because I don't, if one person got away, could mean they're drawing more people out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's my big
he had a
concern,
boat.
is that-
He had a boat.
No, he ran into a swamp, so if the swamp
Oh
doesn't take him.
man, then he's a gunner. You can't survive in the swamp without a boat.
Well, they
Because
seem
the
to have
swamps are so
survived.
cool.
What?
I said because
Well,
the swamps are so cool.
Of course they are.
All right, let's search this place. I'm gonna
Yeah.
kind of
I'll
leave the
wait at the
conversation.
boats for you. When the place is clear, give me a call. And with that, he returns to the boats.
I'm going to return to the boats as well. Call out if you need anything, because before I just heard fighting and assumed from the sound of your voices it was going well. But next time, shout out what's going on and whether or not we're needed.
Okay, guys, as you can see
We'll
on
give
the
you a
map,
play-by-play.
you have essentially 3 towers and a courtyard to explore.
Okay.
Where are you going first?
First, I mean, if is the temple thingy building is like it's enclosed, like it's roofed, right? It's not like
You
open.
see that the 2 towers have roofs in place. The third one does not.
Yeah.
Okay,
I say
should
we
probably get some kind of torch or something because we're gonna want to be able to see.
take one of the lanterns,
Yeah.
and then let's search the outsides then. Search the towers once we know the outsides are clear, because we might pick up, evidence of. More
Okay,
than
you've searched the outside. The outsides are clear. What now?
All right. Do you want to grab a lantern from the boats?
Yeah.
Who's gonna hold it?
I will
I
hold the
didn't-
lantern in one hand and the club in the other.
Okay.
Okay, you've grabbed one of the lanterns. You see that Jekyll and Sally are sitting inside the boat. Gennaro is moaning quietly. When suddenly he begins to scream once again. Sally, you didn't say that you are going to gag him again. So he
What is Gennaro doing?
screaming.
Okay, I'm going to try and give him some water to at least keep him quiet.
Okay, without
Unless he's
rolling,
thrashing too much.
you want to give water to a man who's screaming. You want to kill him, I presume.
No, I guess he's thrashing too much.
Yeah, it's probably a good
You know,
idea to just, shut him up.
Yeah,
He wasn't
I'm gonna
making
gag
noise
him.
when he had a frog in his mouth.
yeah. Hey, Jakil, get another frog.
Oh man! Okay, I'm going to look for one. And Jekyll begins to search for a frog. Cool. Right.
Little frog pacifier.
By the way, guys, you hear that Gennaro is still screaming. Loud.
I have half a mind to run back to the boats, but
Well, I think we're at the boats right now.
Yeah, you've just
okay.
you're just returning with the lantern, and Sandy behind you can hear Gennaro screams because someone forgot to gag him.
all right, I'm gonna run back and just try to shut him up. I want to start gagging him until Jackal comes back with
Let's see if Jekyll even finds a frog here. No. Okay, you can just place, a rag in his mouth once again.
Yep.
Okay, he stops screaming. You see that Jekyll is searching for a frog. So, after that, you return to Lucas and Leopold, and you make your way, I presume, towards the temple.
Yep.
Which part first? Please tell me.
What do you guys say?
Yeah, we searched the whole outside, so there's just 2 towers now, right? So how about the
Where's
non-fancy
Saruman?
tower?
Yeah.
Check for traps.
You want to do the one with the brown roof or the stone roof? Or
Let's
whatever
do the
that is?
stone roof.
Hey, yeah, just so you guys know, I'm not bringing up the map because that's what screwed it up last time. So
Okay.
I might just have to ask a lot of stupid questions or leave decisions up to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's just 2 towers that we need to search. One is a regular stone tower, and then one seems to have a conical roof.
Yeah. So, you take the eastern tower first.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Nice. Wait a second. Like I've said, there are large fallen sections of the curtain wall on all 3 sides. And you can see that the southern tower can be entered without difficulty. The northeast tower first.
Mhm.
Are you entering from the inside, I presume?
Yes.
Alright, cool. The door are, of course, open. Inside, it's a storeroom. This narrow, dusty space is crammed with sacks of grain and peas. You can see also a barrel of probably something alcoholic, and cure meat hanging from a rafter. Each of you roll a perception test.
Alright.
Let's make it, alright. Andy?
I always forget, is perception intelligence?
Intelligence.
It's you can just hit the little thing next to the skill button. And...
Andy, you were the only one who passed. To your horror...
Oh, hold on. I have...
You have plus 10?
Okay, I still fail.
Oh.
I have plus 20, but still fail.
Oh. Andy, to your horror, you've realized that this is a section of human leg. Roll willpower, please.
Come on, use that willpower. Willpower!
You failed. Insanity point for you, and it's your 6th one.
Yes.
That means another willpower roll.
Ooh, I'm gonna go insane! Woohoo! I've been looking forward to this.
And it's insanity time. Remove your insanity points, and I will write you personally what kind of insanity you have.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll try and do this now.
If you want to hold, I mean, it's not a big deal because I'd rather you put some thought into it.
No. I mean, I've already thought about it.
Okay.
For a long time, I know what kind of insanity you will have. But it might, influence today's game. Actually, you know what? I'm going to write on Facebook. Right. Yeah. So you see that Lucas looks at the meat and he's like. He begins to just giggle like a maniac. Like he's insane.
And you know what? Actually, that works out perfectly because I think it plays off of the having been knocked unconscious and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going through my head. Is he got hit a lot harder than?
Okay, I've written it to you.
I got it.
You know what this means.
Actually, I think I do. I want to check to make sure. Give me just a second.
Sure. Meanwhile,
like I said, I am multitasking. So.
Meanwhile, you guys, Lucas, Leopold and Vincent, there is nothing of any value here. Actually, there are stairs to the upper level. I mean stairs, a ladder actually. Yeah, but that's it.
Shall we make our way over to the ladder?
Yeah, Lucas, why don't you take a nap or something? You got hit a little harder than I think you might realize.
Lucas giggles like crazy. But of course, Lucas, you can act normally. You've just realized some things about this world. That's it.
All right. I'm gonna slowly make my way up. By this time, I would have cleaned my blade as best I can.
Yeah,
but it's still gonna be out and ready as I go up the stairs.
It's understandable. You make your way up. There's this kind of partial second floor and third floor as well, but there's nothing on them, nothing at all.
Okay. So the everybody else, you probably start to realize that I'm treating my sword better than I'm treating myself. As far as
yes, that's true. You guys also notice one thing, that Vincent fights with this blade in a rather unorthodox style. But it's hard for you to actually, quite pinpoint it. Just so you know. After that, where are you going? Lucas, you've returned to your old self.
New self.
Everything's fine.
All right, let's go to the other tower.
Which one?
The northwest.
Sorry for a second. It is. And
Okay, cool.
it is-
Yeah. I wanted to make sure. So yeah, cool.
Yeah. It's what you're thinking, essentially. But,
Right.
you know, in the...
No. I'm already thinking up things. So go ahead.
Which one? The northwestern tower?
Yeah.
Yep, that should be the only tower left.
Excellent. No,
Well,
there
we can
is
check
also
the-
the
we can-
southern tower.
Yeah, we can check the southern tower, but because it's rubble, we're checking it last.
Oh, yeah, I thought we checked that because it was easy to check. That's
Alright.
fine. Either way.
You enter the northwestern tower. This tower is actually a mix, apparently, of the barracks and the quarters for someone important. Perhaps the man with the grey skin, who lies dead in outside. The ground floor, on the ground floor, there's a filthy room where there are 2 large straw pellets with rank bedding sagging against the walls, along with a warped wooden table and benches in the middle of the room. You can see that there are remnants of meals and other detritus underfoot, making the footing rather treacherous. You can search this place.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, since it is the, it looks like the leaders, we're gonna probably look for that
Roll
evidence
search.
here.
Okay, wait a second.
Good thing I take a bonus. Sure.
Roll -10 search, each of you. Lucas, you are also searching?
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, first we're going with initiative order. Lucas searches first.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled and got an 11.
You found 9 silver, 6 pennies, and a gold earring tucked into a crack in the wall.
If nobody's looking at me, I'm gonna slip it into a pouch or something.
Well, I don't know. You can try that if you... I mean... Okay, unless you guys... Yeah, you guys are each searching the place, so you're not looking at each other. Okay, you've hidden it.
Okay,
Is
how
that
much
gold
was it?
ear-
It was 9 silver.
9 silver, 6 pennies, and a gold earring. Now Jason rolls.
I failed.
Now Leopold rolls.
Oh,
Mm,
that would be nothing.
okay, because other than that, yeah, there's nothing here. However, there is a ladder leading to the 2nd floor. By the way, the quarters are on the 2nd floor. I haven't read that correctly. So you've only searched the barracks so far. Now,
Right.
who wants to go to the 2nd floor?
I'll
I
go
will.
up. Yeah, I'll go up to the 2nd floor.
Who goes first? There's only a single ladder.
Leo will take it this time since you took the last one. If we're drawing straws, sort of thing.
So you're going first?
Yeah.
Anyone objects?
Nope.
Vincent?
No, I don't
Okay.
object.
Leopold, you're going up. You see that these are indeed some kind of priest's quarters. You see tiny bone figurines of hideous shark-like men sitting in niches in the wall. The only items of furniture are a backless chair, a crude bed frame piled with badly tanned furs, and a large chest that doubles as a table. Now roll me a search test.
God
You
damn it.
haven't found actually anything, unfortunately, but also make me a toughness test.
Okay.
Nice. So, the chest.
Hmm.
You open it?
Is there a search traps?
If you ha-
Lucas, are you following him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all following him up.
You follow him up. All right. You see
Okay,
what I've
well-
described before. You see the chest.
So I will as they're coming up, because you're saying it was like a table on top of it.
No, the chest
Oh.
is a table, essentially.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
It,
saying.
it,
They're
it
just
was
using
used
it.
as a table. There are food and drink stains covering the lid. Of course, it's all. This whole place stinks horribly. It's disgusting. Yeah.
Yes. Well, Leopold assumes that there's treasure in the chest because that's how the chests work. So he will. So he will.
You open the chest.
Yeah.
There are three healing poultices inside. A half-empty bottle of obviously cheap liquor, a brass mirror, carving tools, pieces of something that looks like bone, but not really, and you see a loose folio of scribbled notes.
Okay. I look. I tell everybody what's inside, and I look at the folio.
You open the folio.
Yeah.
You can already see that you will need at least a couple of hours to go through the text inside. It's written very chaotically, incoherently. It's about. You think that it's mainly about this Stromfel's doctrine, but there are also side notes about some, records of running this cult, because it was a cult, However, you've noticed two words: blessed child. That said,
Okay.
you will need a few hours to read it all completely and understand, get its meaning, get the sense. Right.
Okay. This looks like our information we needed, guys.
While he does that, you two can search the place if you want.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Andrew, you're first. -10. No, sorry. Basic test search. You've passed.
Yeah.
You've passed. You found in the under the disgusting furs, you found a purse which contains 7 gold crowns and 12 shillings.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If I can get away with pocketing that too, I'm gonna do it.
You guys roll for perception tests. The two of you, like Lucas and Leopold and Vincent. You've noticed that you didn't.
Man, I'm rolling like crap.
Vincent, you've noticed that Lucas tries to hide it.
Okay. I don't say anything.
All right.
Okay, how many gold crowns was it?
7 gold crowns, 12 shillings. Lucas,
Yeah.
also roll for toughness.
Okay, hold on. Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a botch, right?
Yeah.
Or no? Yes.
Yes. The worst
I'm gonna
kind.
use my last luck point.
All right. Nice. You've managed to retract your hand just in time to see that the furs are infested with lice. Yeah. Lots and lots of lice. Disgusting. Right. There's the last tower, and there's the pool in the middle of the temple, like the well, actually. A square well with a short stone lip.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
Should I
before
do
we
a
go,
search test also, or
oh yes, you
did-
should.
was that Andy's only?
Okay, make a search test.
I failed.
You haven't. Roll toughness.
Working with the touchpad, I'm a little slower. Okay.
Right. You've also spotted the horrible lice infesting the beds. Nice. Okay.
After I took the folio of notes, I hand the guys the healing poultices.
Yeah.
Now those we learned from our misuse last time.
Yes.
that Those you don't just take, right?
Yeah, these are used when you're trying to heal someone. They're not healing potions, they're poultices.
Right.
Right.
That's the difference.
Still, I figured you guys need them, so I give them to you. Is what I'm
Okay.
trying to say. So there's
Yeah.
3 of them. I
Yeah.
guess we each take one for now and just put it in our bags.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. Where to now?
There's no more towers to search?
There's the last tower to the south, and there's the well.
Should we stop off at the well on our way to the South Tower?
Yeah, let's do that because Gennaro needs some water. And God, I want him to shut up. I don't know about the rest of you. But...
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, there's the well.
Or Tal, I want him to shut up, I guess is what I should
Yeah.
have said.
There's the well. The water inside is deep and slightly brackish, but it's probably cleaner than than the swamp. So you could probably take water from here.
Okay, yeah, let's take some water. I guess I've got a water tablet. Yeah, I want him to shut up, but I don't want him to die. I mean, he has good muscle around, so.
Yeah. So what's that sound? Oh, it's probably some kind of TV or radio, I presume.
No, I'm actually eating cake right now. That was me with a spoon.
Okay.
It sounds like an echo, actually.
Yeah, sounds like some kind of echo. Okay. Anyway, there's
South Tower?
no, there's the South Tower actually. So like you're taking the water, what? You're returning to take the barrow or into your what's the word? Into your water bags or what?
Well, I mean, if you said there, I mean, I guess there's like there. You said there was a barrel we could fill up.
In your boats, yes, there are a few barrels that you can fill.
Yeah, I'll run and grab a couple and tell Sally that we got some water for Gennaro. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Be advised, there's no there's no way to there's no mechanism to lower the barrels essentially.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can just tie a rope to a barrel and then pull it out. That's no problem.
Well, how did we know that the water was good then? Was there not like a bucket on a rope or something already?
You when you look inside, you see that it's just water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, we'll figure that out in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sally, you can just pull the water yourself if you want. Brian,
Okay.
Yeah.
you can pull the water yourself if you want.
Okay, I'll leave the boat to go get some water for.
All right.
I guess we're setting up camp too, right?
Yes. Jekyll is still searching for a frog, essentially. So you guys go to the southern tower. Well, this tower is the worst, really, because essentially this tower is half submerged in the swamp water. Moisture from the swamp seeps in, filling it with water to a height of apparently 3 feet, something like that. And it was almost certainly used as a privy by the inhabitants because it stinks unimaginably. You can try and wallow in the shallow water if you wish.
Nope.
Nah.
Yeah, but
I've seen too many big leeches.
yeah, this place is the worst of all. You emerge outside. You see that Sally is just pulling out the barrel tied to a rope. The small barrel is filled with water.
Where's Gennaro?
He's still tied up in the boat.
Sally,
Gagged?
Tied up and gagged.
Vincent is asking you essentially a question.
He's back at the boat, but he's tied up. He's fine.
Okay.
Right.
Jekyll's still out and about.
Yeah, you hear that.
Oh, that's why I asked Sally.
You hear that he's walking there like, Froggy, 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 come here, Froggy, 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 Froggy. Shouting for.
Yeah, he's still out and about.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question for you guys. What do you think? Should we camp here tonight and then start heading back, or should we start heading back now? Like
Well,
maybe
we're-
that.
I say we camp here. I mean, I know the risk of them returning is something, but we also all need. I know I do anyway to sleep,
We're
Yeah.
in
to
terrible
rest.
shape now.
Yeah.
And I'd rather that troll attack us on dry land than on
Yeah.
the boats of nowhere.
True.
Lucas,
Um,
do you think we could get away with hiding a fire, whether in one of the towers or?
I think so.
Hey, Jason, did you get me a cutlass or something?
It was a regular
Sword.
sword. It was the boss's sword.
Okay.
I guess
Sword.
there are cutlasses around too. That if we want to do, just
Yeah, there is the cutlass which the mutant with huge eyes left behind. If you
Yeah, he
want,
dropped
you can get it. So okay, you're making camp. What, inside the? I presume inside the.
Inside the
portal.
building, so that way
Alright.
we can have a fire.
Yeah.
inside the barracks.
You've made fire. You know, Jekyll didn't found the frog, but you've brought Gennaro inside. Of course, it's all damp and cold, and you feel very miserable. But it doesn't look too bad. You
And
are
less miserable than we would be if we were, in a boat.
yeah. You are, Jekyll pulled out a small like pan and kettle. At least you have walls around you. Sally, you're giving Gennaro a bit of water. Gennaro has this. He's getting calmer. You guys are sitting around the fire because you just can't lose the dampness here. It's impossible. And then you hear Gennaro's screams. Sally, almost as soon as you gave him the water, you see that he began to thrash. Thrash very heavily, and sorry, I need to roll 3 times. First roll, 1, 9.
we did use the tablets, right?
Of course, you
Yeah.
did. 192. None of you have to roll, or maybe I'm not sure. 1 is 192. Let's see. That's nice, but we can do better, especially since he botched. Nice. Sorry guys, I need to just concentrate for a second.
No worries.
Yes. You suddenly see that his hair turns into a huge, luxurious looking mane. Like it just, explodes from his head.
Wait, whose?
Gennaro's,
Because we
What?
fed him chaos water.
who also drank the water.
I don't know. I don't.
No, don't be shy.
I pulled it, but I didn't drink it.
Nah, just kidding. None of you drank it. I know that. I'm just screwing with you. However, you see that Gennaro essentially grew a huge, very impressive looking mane of thick, shiny hair. And he's
Don't
screaming,
drink.
of course. He's screaming like crazy. These are screams of pain.
Don't drink the water.
Yeah, essentially Jackie looks at him. Whoa! He's turning into a swamp cat!
Is he still tied up?
Yes, he is.
Is he making noise? Is he
He
time to gag him again?
Yeah.
No, Leopold draws his sword. No, it's time to kill him. He's now an abomination and must be purged.
Yeah. It's like
It's just hair, right?
oh yeah, actually, sorry. Each of you roll a willpower test, by the way, because that's normal. That's not normal. It's like before your eyes, this
Okay.
man just produces this abundance of really thick hair from his. It's not from
Fail.
his.
Oh, so of course I passed this one.
Okay, so Sean, insanity point for you.
right.
Brian, you've passed. Vincent,
Ugh.
insanity point for
Um.
you. No, you don't have any more luck.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, the hair is not only coming from his like top of the head. It's coming from the back of his neck. It's just a mane. It's like a lion's mane, out of game, out of character, right? And he thrashes like crazy.
If he puts his back hair into a ponytail, I will kill him for that.
Before we end today's session, let's resolve this one last thing. Who's making what? You are all shocked to the core, except for Jackie, who's of course very, very happy about the whole situation.
He's a swamp lion.
I know I passed my willpower test, but I think I'd still be backing up in horror.
Of course you are.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Leopold
kick
will kill him.
the water barrel over,
All right.
away from everybody.
You've kicked the water barrel over. The water barrel spilled its contents over the damp flagstones. Already thick with moisture. The Gennaro still screams.
I'm gonna
Yes?
try and gag him, I guess.
Alright, roll for agility. You've somehow managed to stuff a piece of cloth into his mouth. You don't know how. He's still thrashing like crazy. And since he's not tied to anything, he's just tied, he begins to, roll on the ground back and forth in almost every single direction. Yeah, you have a man who's undergoing a freak, essentially a freak-like change. It's obvious that he's terrified completely, that he probably just lost, the last shreds of his sanity.
I failed my willpower, so I'm probably getting behind the closest hard object.
You're not afraid. You've just received an insanity point. None of you are like afraid that you need to run. You're just shocked to see what happened and to see, to realize how close each of you were to suffering the same fate. Leopold?
I say I grant you Sigmar's mercy, and I try to stab him.
Okay, you don't even have to roll. If you say that you want to kill him, you just make 2 quick steps and slash your sword once, opening his neck and granting him peace. No one, Sally, you see.
Can I try to react?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Actually,
what do I need
no.
to roll?
Roll agility if you want to do that because you were too busy stuffing.
I'm just gonna try and shove Leopold.
No,
so he
you
misses.
can't shove. If you roll agility, which you failed because you are still sick.
Yeah.
You didn't have time to intercept him.
Okay.
Unless you're going to use luck.
Why not?
All right. You can act. You have a. Let's make initiative roll, Leopold and Sally. D10 plus your agility, 46. Brian 8 plus.
8 plus.
Remember about
59.
remember about your sickness.
So 49 plus 8, 57.
You're first. You see that Leopold is advancing towards Gennaro with his sword drawn. You know that he's going to kill him, especially since you've heard that I'm granting you Sigmar's mercy.
I put his hand up to stop him.
All right.
While I'm reaching for my sword, like I want to do it.
All right, Leopold, you see what's happening.
Okay, I say, by all means, Sally, but I believe that his time has run out.
Now, that's it for your turn. I mean, if you're not going to fight each other, then we can, exit combat.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to fight him.
All right. The rest of you, you're doing anything? Vincent, Lucas?
I'm just kind of looking around, like I'm not in shock, but not. Well, like I guess kind of surprised that it's still kind of like caught off guard. Like I didn't expect that from Leopold.
All right, nice.
Or quite honestly, or Sally to act like. But now I'm kind of watching Sally to see if Sally's really going to go through with doing it himself.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to stand up and like grab the handle of my sword, ready to draw it, but just still like I don't know what's happening. So as long as nothing's like threatening any of, me, I'm just kind of observing it all.
Nice. Sally?
I say I'm sorry, Gennaro, and I try to make it as quick as possible.
You see that he looked at you with this stare that says that he understands what's going on, and that for a split second he returned to his old self. And then he sees you aiming his sword towards him.
I've failed you, and this will stain my soul.
You've plunged your blade into your nephew's heart. He thrashed once and then died. The blood seeping from between his mouth and the dirty rag that you've yourself placed in his mouth. Minus 30% willpower test. For you only.
Is that including the 10%?
No, that's with additional 10%.
Total,
minus.
okay.
So so it's total minus 40.
I need 16. I'm gonna use a luck.
Okay.
I still have it.
This is not a fumble.
No.
If I had had that big of a negative, I wouldn't have even been able to roll.
2 insanity points for you, Brian.
Okay, I'm at 5.
Because you've slain your kin, your blood, essentially, your family.
Yeah.
I'm going to, after seeing that, I want to,
What you did
do
that
the sign
for?
of more.
Cries Jekyll. He was fine!
He was a swamp lion.
He says, something like...
Can I turn it on Jekyll?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm hitting him next with the sword.
I'm gonna stick my arm out. We need the guide. If he's walking.
No. He declared. Very well. You're attacking Jekyll.
Yep.
All right, roll for weapon skill.
In that case, I'm gonna tackle him. I'm going to enter combat and attempt to tackle him.
All right.
When that comes my turn.
Let's make it a roll for Brian. Your weapon skill.
Can I swift attack or how's this working?
No, you need to approach him and slash him once. Only.
Okay.
Nice. No, with a minus?
No.
You've tried to slash at him. The Jekyll jumped back, yelling, "What the hell!" Now initiative order, normal initiative order from before. So now we have Lucas.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna weapons free charge charge into Sally and essentially into
So
an attack.
if you charge him, it's a charge action. If you
Right.
want to tackle him, you need to make an action of approaching him and then actually tackling him. But you won't
Okay,
be able
then
to
that's
do
what I
this
wanna
this
do.
turn because
Yeah.
it's a double action.
Okay.
Vincent,
Yeah, I'm going to follow Lucas's lead on that one.
you do the same thing. All right,
Yeah.
Leopold. Remember, just one thing, guys. Remember that between players, if you attack each other, you don't have fate points.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not
And
like
we're all-
attacking Lucas or Vincent. I'm just in a rage, like,
Yeah.
and Jaquil.
And that's I don't have my weapons drawn. I mean, it's
Just saying. Leopold.
Okay. Leopold tries to get in between Sally and Jekyll.
All right, you can do that. You can do just that. We have new round. Sally, Vincent and Lucas are on each of your sides, while Leopold stands between you and Jekyll, who's retreating. Of course, he made this action that he disengaged from you completely. Shouting something like "You're crazy, man! You're crazy!" he was just a swamp cat. You're crazy, something like that.
I'm not gonna swing through Leopold, so I'm just gonna stand there, kind of hands shaking,
All right. So out of combat, you guys see that you didn't even have had to restrain him. The fight escaped him.
I'm going to take Sally's sword.
You give him your sword, Sally.
Whoa!
Sally.
You're taking my sword?
Yeah, your drawn sword. I want to try to take it out of your hand.
Way to de-escalate.
Like you mean just in the moment type thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, like you're in a rage. I'm just trying to disarm you.
Yeah, I'm not
Like
gonna.
I don't know what you're doing.
You're letting him, Sally.
Yeah. I guess you guys don't know what's going on, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you because I don't intend to hurt any of the party members except Jaquil.
You see that the fight left him. Vincent, you took the sword from his trembling hands. Leopold and Lucas, you don't have to do anything. He's a broken halfling.
He's
half the halfling he used to be.
Half the halfling I used to be.
He's a quarterling.
And that's it. Gennaro's corpse lays on the ground in a slowly increasing pool of the young man's blood. Something ended today. Your innocence, perhaps. Yeah, none of you actually feel especially well right now. And this was supposed to be a single, simple trip.
Is there do we have a shovel or a spade in the
No.
shop?
No.
We're not burying him here. We're gonna take him back and do him Moore's rights.
Let's think about
I
that
don't think
for a
we
minute.
can. I don't think we can do that.
Because I'm not taking a sneaking.
To your horror, you see one thing. His main moves, like a nest of black worms, it wriggles, even in death. There's no wind here.
Burn it with fire.
Yeah.
That is an abomination to tall and all living things.
Sally, roll for willpower.
You say everybody?
No, Sally just.
Or just Sally?
Now
You've passed?
for the Chileans, don't they burn their dead anyway?
Yeah, that's actually when they started preaching about Moore and Italia, that was one tradition that they couldn't break. Was the Italians insisted on cremating their dead.
Right. Sally, you somehow, passed the slide of Lucas, when he said that this is abomination. I mean, you know that in your heart, you know that he meant the mutation, the mutated like hair, but
Yeah.
he's
I-
still
I let
talking
it slide.
about your dead nephew, which you've killed yourself. Yeah. So I will leave you with your thoughts for today. Next time we'll be returning to Marienburg. Rest assured, the trip back will be without any encounters. As for what you're going to do with Gennaro, well, think about it. Lucas, I mean Andrew, read about your affliction.
Is that in one of the other books, or is that?
No,
'cause I didn't-
it's supposed to be in that. I will write to you after the game.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, guys, that's it. First blood of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Something ended today, eh?
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah, it was. Sally, how many insanity points do you have?
5.
5. So, one more and another affliction. Okay.
I'm also at 5.
Yeah. Now it's getting interesting. Leopold, what about you?
I'm at 4, and I thought I had something that gave me an extra point before I go insane.
I think even extra 2 points if you have the skill that trait that I'm thinking about.
I have in strong-minded.
Yeah, it's like 2 extra insanity points for
Yeah.
you, or
Says here-
14 total, and you get an automatic affliction.
Mm.
Yeah, because if you have 12, you automatically get an affliction, but if you have 14 because of your trait, then you know. Cheers, sorry. Sorry for that. Anyway, today's points. 60 for everyone. Rip my boy Gennaro died too young. 10 for each character. For your place of birth, Brian.
I said something early on about these Imperials don't understand loyalty.
Yeah,
I said that in Thailand.
and then there was the part about burning bodies, so 10 points for you. Lucas, Talabekland.
when I was talking about back home when something's this sick, we put them out of their misery.
Yeah, that was pretty nice as well. There was something else, or just that?
Well, the problem is both religion and homeland kind of bleed into each other.
Okay.
So I think it was really just that. I think the other stuff was a little more religious.
Okay, so 5 points for this. Vincent and Leopold, Vicenland. Remember, guys, people from Vicenland are dour, very religious, and they have this kind of, they feel ashamed for the loss of Solent. If you want some quick and easy guide. Other than that, you of course hate orcs.
There's not a whole lot. It's hard to roleplay being dour, though. I opt to not say things when it comes to that.
Okay.
I remember I said something about Whistleland, but I'm trying to remember what specifically it was. For some reason, what specifically is escaping me right now.
Well, I don't really saw that today, if I have to be honest.
Okay,
It's not like I'm, trying to swindle you guys, but...
No, that's okay.
If I remember correctly, you were talking about how Whistlelanders like to wear dresses and dance around. I don't know, something like that.
No,
that's right. Kill the bad guys. That's what it was, and that's what Leopold and I did.
It was not be.
And then high-fived at the end.
Okay, as cool as that was, it's not really Whistleland, sorry. Forgive me for that. Or not. Be like that, I don't care. No, just kidding. But, no, people who like dresses and are like, fancy are Rakelanders.
No, I was making fun of like the man. I was
Okay.
I was making fun of him.
So let's go with religion. Brian.
I was looking for Reynolds Constellation when I was knocked out, and then when I knew that they were winning the battle, I said thanks, Sigmar.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. 10 points. Very cool. Lucas, Tao.
Yeah, I think-
Abomination, 10 points.
Well, but also the refusal to take anything from the mutants as well.
Yes. Very, very nice. I liked it a lot. Vincent, more 10 points. I saw that today. Leopold, Sigmar.
I quoted Sigmar. I asked him to guide my blade during battle.
Very nice. 10 points in that case, of course, because you deserve it. Very cool. So let's go with star sign. Brian.
Righteous, fearless, merciful. I think I did 2 of those.
Okay.
Merciful because I was protecting Gennaro, and then I wanted to be the one that did it.
Yeah, righteous, fearless, merciful.
I mean, I would say that was mercy.
10 points. Yeah. Yes, I can give you less. Lucas?
Moment the Fool, which is sensible, intuitive, and lucky. I think there was definitely some episodes of sensibility, trying to stop Sally from attacking our guide. I would also argue that both dealings with putting Gennaro out of his misery were sensible.
Yeah.
Although one of them was arguably not intuitive.
10 points for you, Andy. Jason?
Gungren's Baldric, militant profession of arms, disciplined, pursuing that guy, not letting him get away, and volunteering to go first.
You've charged the 3 guys. Yeah, and that sure thing. 10 points for you. Leopold?
Calcofax the Cockerel. Trying to keep the gold shark's tooth and trying to go through the guy's chest are the only things I can think of for that.
That was enough, I think, honestly. 10 points for you. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, how much did you get, Vincent, on that, on the star sign?
10, yeah.
You did get 10, yeah, okay. That's
finally, Doom. Brian?
The blind maiden shall weigh thy soul. I said something about it at the end to Gennaro before I killed him.
Yeah, there was something about it. Well, you did say also about, failing him. I can give you 5 points for that. Andrew?
The sword shall bring no justice, only suffering. The minute you said we were going to stop, I thought of some great line, not like a smart-ass line, but like an actual great line about that to say about Gennaro, but it was too late, so I got nothing.
Wait, one more time, because I didn't quite get that.
What I was saying, I unfortunately, nothing really related to that during the game, and right after you ended the game, I thought of something I should have said, and kicking myself for not.
Yeah, you had a great opportunity with, Sally killing Gennaro, essentially.
Yeah, I was saying something about the sword, because he did it with a sword.
Yeah,
and bringing both justice and suffering, so.
Yeah. Okay, Jason?
Shoot, which one is this?
Doom.
Doom. The darkest rot shall eat thee from within. Still sick. So.
Well, that's not exactly, role playing.
Yeah, there was.
Honestly, I should give you 0. You know why, Jason?
I missed. I know I missed an opportunity with. I probably missed a couple opportunities, but one never came up.
No, I mean the main reason why I should give you 0 points, and I think I will, was that the darkest rat. Yeah, that stuff. You've searched every single place of this guy's hideout, which was essentially dark, rotting, disgusting, and I mean dark both in literally and figuratively sense. So you didn't really care about that. At least that's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe you can convince me otherwise, but that's what I think personally.
Oh well, I probably had a different mental picture of the area.
Because it's a it's a cultist outpost in the middle of a swamp, which I think is pretty dark, and I almost constantly try to remind you guys that this is a horribly fetid place, full of rot and decay. But like I said, that's what I'm thinking. What do you think about it, Jay?
Well, I don't really have any. I don't think I have anything to really give me points.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Now we have Sean.
Yeah, the hourglass shatters before that last grain falls.
I'm not going to count. I'm not going to count that that Lucas, speech. As funny as it was.
Not Lucas's. No, I was gonna say the only thing I said at the end was that Gennaro's time has run out. That was as close as I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then that was nice. That was actually really nice. Time run out. Cool. 10 points because that's almost a textbook example of fulfilling one's doom for a game, for a session. Finally, Brian, I didn't really saw halfling today.
Not really.
So, and there were no ideas, which actually.
Wait a minute.
Like Sean's hide and seek wasn't an idea.
Yeah, my hide and seek idea was fucking awesome.
Nice. 5 points, Sean. 5 points for you. Very well. Of course.
When Sean, when you said wait a minute, I thought you were going to mention killing Gennaro.
Yeah, hey, we killed Gennaro. What the hell, man?
Yeah, wait a minute. It was my idea.
Smooth sailing.
I never liked the guy anyway.
I learned to not like him, but
yes, well,
you were trained to not like him.
That's it, guys. That's right. So 5 points for you, Sean, for that. Very nice. That's it for this game. Next time we'll start probably already in Marienburg, because like I've said, the trip back was uneventful. It was probably very morbid and quiet. By the way, after you've attacked Jack, you refused to be in the same boat with you, and he didn't even, spoke to you like no more. But
that's all it takes.
But only to you, Sally. Only to you.
In that case, because I was going to make a point of this.
Yeah.
As we leave, the body of the guy that knocked me out.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a big old penalty kick on his head.
Great. Yeah, you saw like you did it out of sight of the rest of the guys, or
no. As we're all leaving to go back into the boat to go back.
Yeah. So you also that Lucas essentially planted a huge kick to the head of one of the dead mutants. So just one last thing before we end. How did you send off Gennaro?
Well,
I was gonna suggest we put him in there and burn the whole thing down if we can.
What?
Burn the whole thing.
You won't be able to burn this place. And remember what the witch hunter Osric told you, that they didn't burn it all those years ago because it was too damp.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. That's the thing I think we'd be lucky to burn Gennaro. Quite honestly.
The dampness and moisture is everywhere.
Yeah. Now there was some alcohol for the in that we found.
Yeah, half a small bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think we could make a pile of all of the because there was grain.
Yes.
And maybe the straw pallets are no good. The grain and the alcohol. We could make a pile of that in the courtyard and set it on
the
fire.
pallets as well. Just make me one last toughness roll, all of you, if you're going to do this.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say what rights I know, and then removing 2 silver from my inventory.
And placing on Gennaro's eyes.
Yeah.
You remember how to lay down the dead Vincent, so they don't get up. It's a basic right, more right essentially. Face down.
Yep.
Right.
I want to set the illustration of the saint that I was going to give Gennaro. I want to set it on top of that before we burn him.
Yeah. You cry. You cry as you do that, and you cry as you see the flames consuming your friend and family.
I can even
member.
stake him into the ground. I have a stake.
If you're going to do that, Sally, you need to test against rage.
Yeah.
That's the historic way to stake a vampire.
Yeah.
He's gonna pee on him too. If that'll make you feel any better.
Essentially, you've laid Gennaro face down. You've on the quickly made the what's the word?
I think it's called a beer.
Yeah, essentially. I presume that you only burn him and not the other mutants.
Right.
Yeah, we don't care about
yeah.
him.
You've doused him with the. Well, I mean, you used the little amount of alcohol to actually help with the fire. Vincent, you've put 2 silver coins below his eyes. Sally, I presume that it was you who laid down the fire, right? Laid the fire.
Yeah, I wanted to put the illustration of the saint.
Yeah.
On top of him too. Yeah.
You've also put the illustration of the saint, and right before you've left, you've ignited the flames. And
Sally,
you've sent Gennaro off.
Do you care that I did the rites of Mora, you being Chilean?
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
Like the rituals are all the same. The only thing's different is you burn them instead of bury them.
Okay.
To your to your distress and maybe disgust, you saw that when the flames consumed him, the hair, the mane, reacted almost like it's alive to the flames. It trashed, it wriggled, like it tried to escape the cleansing heat of the flames. You didn't stop long enough to see the fires burning out. By that time, you were far gone and traveling back to Marienburg. Like I've said, toughness test. All right, Sean, you have lice.
Yeah, I remembered and didn't deal with that. I let you. If Sean was willing to do it, I was doing it. Letting him do it.
All right.
Well,
Jason,
I said it before I said that we could use it, and then he said, "Well, then roll thing." But so yeah, okay. So Leopold has lice,
as well as Vincent. Sally also has lice because you still have minuses. Basically, what this means is that the return trip was very unpleasant for the 3 of you. But you know that in the old world, it usually just all it takes is a long, nice bath to be free of this disgusting bugs, insects, whatever, parasites. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for the game. As usual, it was great. Let's see, 7th of October is okay or not okay?
I'm getting married that weekend, so I have to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're saying is you're free?
Yeah. So, Brian, when can you play after your marriage?
I guess the following weekend.
Okay. 14th?
Yeah.
Yeah, should be able to.
Let me look. That's clear for me for now. So yeah.
All right, Jay.
I believe so. I don't know that far ahead, but
okay. Let's make it 14th for now. We shall see how it will go. Okay. I will be traveling out of the country for a couple of days after the 21st. We are going to Ukraine with my fiancée.
Okay, actually, I think that weekend I'm going to be at a legal conference.
Oh,
well,
excellent.
getting back from one. So,
Excellent.
the 28th, I'll be at the legal conference.
Okay, so it's like 14 with this then, and then we shall see. Right, guys, we're like halfway through this chapter. Yeah, it's going pretty nice. Although, as you can see, this campaign is a bit dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like really
Yes.
fucking dark. Okay, I'll see you all later. If you have any questions, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And
Cool.
yeah, cool.
Good. Thanks, guys.
See you next time. 14 for this.
All right.
Bye bye.
Later.
Bye.